And we have switched into live.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Dom was being horribly racist.
Hi. That's
No,
only
he
partially
wasn't. No,
true.
he wasn't. We were talking about a bunch of stuff, and actually, with the topic came over to Star Trek. So before we continue on, before we start the Godzillathon, we'll let people just start flowing into the chat because a lot of people are here to watch the next part of the Long Box of the Damned Godzillathon. So we were talking about the new Patrick Stewart, the announcement about the Patrick Stewart Star Trek series. And also about the future of the Kelvin timeline movies, because Chris Pine and Chris Hemsworth are apparently not continuing negotiations because the studio's trying to make them to get a pay cut.
I mean, Hemsworth, I can understand on account of him being dead in this, but
No one's dead in Star Trek.
Yeah, how are they going to do it without Pine? That's surely
assuming
impossible.
they do it at all. Which I argue, why do we need Hemsworth at all? He's dead.
Well,
I'm assuming it's a
Hemsworth.
flashback or a time travel thing.
Chris Hemsworth.
I
I just saw Hemsworth. I didn't see Chris Hemsworth. So it may be one of the other Hemsworth brothers or somehow in the movie.
No, it's supposed to be Chris Hemsworth because apparently it's supposed to be more daddy stuff with Kirk and with Kirk and his dad.
He's going to talk to his dad, who's now somehow older than he was when he died. I can see why this movie is having a few problems.
It's probably time travel related.
Oh, fuck me, you're right.
And that'd be fine. I'm perfectly happy with this with that kind of story if they wanted to do that. But maybe we don't have to do this at all. Maybe we can do a different story.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Hey, why don't we do Deep Space Nine in the Kelvin timeline? That'd be fun.
Let's
I
skip
liked
ahead to the next.
movie. I enjoyed the last one.
Oh yeah, Beyond was great.
Fine.
I may have watched it in the wrong scenario because I was on an aeroplane flying to California from England, so I was in a grumpy mood when I was watching it, and also it was like one of those weird ones where they really badly dub out all the swear words. So when McCoy was about to make his last stand, he was surrounded by those war drones, and as Spock had beamed off, and it's all right, come at me, you bozos! And I was like, that's how McCoy was gonna die, yelling bozos.
I have had it with these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane.
I really like Carl Urban.
Yeah, I like Carl Urban.
I like him as McCoy a lot.
Yeah, but let's make him Dread again. That'll be fun.
I mean, we could just have him be McCoy too. I like him a lot.
Kilua, the Star Trek 09 definitely felt like a Star Wars movie. I think Beyond felt more like a Star Trek movie and felt like its own thing. It's why we joked.
I forget which one's the? It was
Into Darkness was the one that was
Thank
basically
you.
Wrath of Khan with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Gotcha.
Bree
Sorry, I was
Darling,
getting
what
all
do you
the
think of
numbers.
Ninja Steel so far? I haven't watched a single episode of Ninja Steel yet, so I'm gonna be basically marathoning it all once I get to the History of Power Rangers on that. So we'll see. Anyway, we're talking about Star Trek. In advance of Star Trek Timber here.
So I am absolutely 100% convinced that Patrick Stewart is going to be bloody miserable going back to being Jean-Luc. I don't see it any other way. He's spent the last 20 years convincing everyone that he's not Jean-Luc Picard and working out his place as a Shakespearean actor and as a legitimate actor, and now he's been dragged back into it.
Well, he was doing the Shakespearean stuff even before Star Trek. And bear in mind, I've seen interviews with him. This was not the worst role he ever took. He's talked about it before. It was like a minor part in another thing, if I recall correctly.
He was in I, Claudius for a while. He was just this murder-happy Roman centurion, which was interesting.
He was in Dune, and he was one of the most... He was Gurney in Dune, and he was one
He
of the most...
was! Atomics! That was the best line in the whole
They
fucking
shall
film.
all come for violence. I love Patrick Stewart in Dune. I'm doing... Dune is going to be part of a theme month I'm doing next year, which is the movie adaptations month.
Oh, so just stealing Dom's idea.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm going to sue somebody.
I'm doing it the other way around. You do books to movies. I'm doing movies to comics.
Oh, you poor fool. Okay, that's fair.
I was going to say, you do that already when you've reviewed some of the Star Trek comics, right?
Yep, and I'll be doing that again for Star Trek Timber, because there's one last movie adaptation for the Star Trek movies, and that's Star Trek 09. Which I've only watched like once or twice, so... we'll see how my opinions have changed since it first came out. I was not that complimentary to it back in 09, which I gotta re-upload the vlog to YouTube. That's another thing. I have a bunch of old vlogs that are still missing after Blip and VidMe and everything went down.
Wow. Okay, that's been a while. How are you doing all the copyright strikes? I'm still fighting my way out from under them.
Go Kaiger and Samurai Part 1 are still having issues. I haven't gotten around to doing what my new plan, which is uploading them as unlisted, waiting like a month to see what new strikes arise from it. And from Feeney, can't stay too long, but hope streaming goes smoothly tonight. Can't wait for the next Top Fourth Wall episode. Thank you so much, Feeney. But while you're here, why don't we switch over to the Godzillathon, and we will continue this discussion in about 6-7 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
So.
Main screen video.
Really now, that's his backstory. I guess it all makes sense then, but Oh! Hello again, test subjects! Godzilla had been dormant on Japanese screens since 1975, with the end of the Showa era in Terror of Mechagodzilla. Several attempts had been made since then to revitalize the monster. Of note was one screenplay called Godzilla vs. the Devil, which I've got to say, getting ahead of yourselves a bit there. Instead, it was decided to return the monster to its dark roots as a symbol of nuclear annihilation, inspired by the 3 Mile Island incident, and thus was born The Return of Godzilla, or as it was redubbed by Roger Corman in the dub version, Godzilla 1985. But we're not talking about that version of the film today, especially because this episode is sponsored by Gatorade, not Dr. Pepper, but rather the original Return of Godzilla, and its manga adaptation, and later translation over in the pages of Dark Horse Comics, renamed again as Terror of Godzilla. It's even been colorized to really reflect the era more. A volcanic eruption awakens Godzilla, and we cut to 3 months later, when a reporter named Goro Maki finds a seemingly abandoned fishing boat after a bad storm, and that it's infested with giant sea louse. After killing one and taking the only survivor, Okamura, back to land, Okamura says that what really caused all the problems for them were not just the sea louse, but a giant tail that came out of the water to knock them around a bit. Gee, I wonder what it could possibly have been. They bring their belief to Professor Hayashida, who believes their story. It confirms what he has feared. Godzilla has returned. After Godzilla destroys a Russian submarine, the government orders a media blackout to try to keep panic from spreading about it. In preparation for when the story does break, Goro is sent to interview Hayashida, who recounts how haunted he and the rest of his generation of children were when they were orphaned by the monster. But now he feels differently. He feels a certain intimacy with the creature. Hey now, don't kink shame him. A lot of scientists have tastes that many would consider unorthodox. What I do in my laboratory is none of your concern. Back to the comic. Godzilla arrives on shore and attacks the Shizuoka nuclear plant, feeding on the radioactivity from it. Hayashida compares the creature more to a force of nature than an animal. And yet that comparison doesn't quite bear out when he's attracted by the call of seagulls out to the ocean once more. Coming soon, Godzilla vs. Birdemic. As both America and Russia demand the Prime Minister of Japan allow them to use nuclear weapons to stop Godzilla, his cabinet reveals that they have developed a new weapon to fight him without the use of such dangerous tactics. The Super X, a flying battle tank that can hopefully defeat him. During another attack, a remote launch system for a Russian nuclear missile is accidentally triggered and launches a missile. As people are evacuated into subway lines to try to minimize casualties, the United States launches one of their own missiles to intercept the Soviet one, just barely managing to stop it. Nuclear missiles, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems. After our heroes realize that Godzilla was called away by the sounds of the birds, Professor Hayashida believes that the high-frequency sounds are what attracted Godzilla, and they can use it to lure him away, hopefully straight into a volcano. If they can't kill Godzilla, then perhaps the molten lava and energy can send him back into hibernation. That plan is made the contingency while the Super X is launched, using cadmium missiles to try to stop all nuclear activity in Godzilla's body. It does seem to hurt Godzilla, knocking him unconscious, But then the detonation of the Soviet missile hits, sending out an electromagnetic pulse that disables the Super X and knocks out all power in Tokyo. What's worse, Godzilla is then struck by lightning. I guess just the fallout of the nuclear missile hitting him would make too much sense. And he's able to permanently ground the Super X. With no other choice, the Professor's plan is called into action, stopping Godzilla before he flattens Goro during his rampage. Godzilla is sent hurtling into the volcano, Professor Hayashida remarking in his journal that the beast's cries were not those of something dying, but of sadness, regret that its freedom should be so brief, and that Godzilla was beyond good and evil, acting only on its own instincts. But even that still contained a threat, that someday Godzilla would rise again. And of course he did, both in the Heisei era of Godzilla movies and in the comics. When next we return, it will be over to IDW and 50 years of obsession.
And we're back.
Hello.
Greetings all. And that's when they made me their chief. To
Super Chat
conclude
is
that very
failing
epic
on
story.
me. Am I alone in this? Does anyone else have a problem doing Super Chat? Because, you know, this is vitally important. We got to get the Super Chat functioning.
If it's not working, refresh.
If we don't have super chat, we can't have your money.
Exactly.
Well, we don't get paid for this.
You know what I mean.
Well,
We're gonna
you
roll.
don't
We
get paid
in
for this.
exposure.
Oh, there we go. Favorite Godzilla.
Favorite Godzilla movie from Ryan Walterson. It's been so long since my friends and I had a movie night where we watched every single Godzilla movie.
Good.
I want to say it's not Tokyo SOS. I don't think. I think it was Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2. It was the one where there's the woman who the rest of her platoon was killed by Godzilla, and she wants revenge against him, and they build Mechagodzilla to fight him. That one was really, really damn good. I loved it, with a close second being Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, the one with time travel and the Terminator.
For the longest, till I was about 15 or 16, the only one I knew was the 1999 one, and I was actually all about it. I had pajamas with like it on when I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm obviously embarrassed about that now, but I thought it was cool.
The only thing Godzilla related that I've ever seen is that cartoon where they would summon him from the water and he would come and help out.
Oh, that was Godzilla's son.
yeah, that's all I saw. But it was like
The
an animated
1998 cartoon, and that was a good cartoon series. I mean, that was the best thing that came out of the 98 Godzilla movie. I got some super
Yeah,
chat here.
that's the only Godzilla related thing I've ever seen. I've never seen any of the movies.
Hi, Lewis. Not sure if this is too obscure a show to ask about, but did you ever watch Ghost Rider back in the day? Yes, I did. In
Oh!
fact, I was looking up some info about it the other day. Ghost Rider was for those who don't know, was a PBS series about a ghost that would help a bunch of kids solve crimes and stuff. But it took the form of like this in camera effect that would just kind of swirl around and do things. And there was an episode involving speaking to the past too, that Ghost Rider was able to travel back and forth, and that was cool. And Terror of Death has returned. Sorry he's late.
Oh, okay. Nice, dude.
How you doing, bud?
So yeah, Ghost Rider. I loved Ghost Rider back when I was a kid. I haven't watched it in forever though, so who knows if it actually holds up. But yeah, Godzilla movies. I really recommend checking out some Godzilla movies, even if you watch just some of the goofier ones. The original Showa series, I think, is what the first one was called. That one, those ones have a lot of silly ones because a lot of the ones later on were made for kids.
Yeah, I mean, I was considering watching whatever the most recent one is, because apparently it connects to Kong Skull Island, and I really liked Kong Skull Island.
Yeah, me
Yes,
too.
Godzilla 2014. That one, it's okay. Don't expect to see a lot of Godzilla in it, which I don't mind because a lot of Godzilla movies don't actually have a lot of Godzilla in them.
Yeah, I mean,
But
that
you
makes
may
sense.
be
Wait, which
disappointed.
one are we talking about? We talk about the one that's going to come out with all the extra monsters, or the one that already
No,
came
The
the
out?
one that
Brian
already
Cran-
came out, because yeah, that
Oh,
Godzilla
yeah.
2014 was the beginning of Legendary's MonsterVerse. Have you read Spawn comics before? Only a handful new Digiview productions. I watched I've read the first Spawn comic, one or two here or there, but not really been my thing. But yeah, Godzilla 2014. It's more like okay, we're very sorry about 98 Godzilla. Let's take this material seriously.
I mean, yeah, but the dead-eyed kid from Kick-Ass still kind of ruined it for me.
Speaking of Ghost Rider, favorite PBS kids shows. Ghost Rider. I want to. Was Magic School Bus PBS?
I think so. Magic School Bus, Arthur.
Wishbone.
Wishbone was cute. Yeah, I had a couple of the books.
I watched a lot of Wishbone. Wishbone introduced me to a lot of to a lot of classic literature, and of course in a weird kind of way. So like, they introduced me to Pride and Prejudice that way, and the whole deal with that one was Mr. Darcy is rude.
Oh yeah, that's a simplification.
And his rudeness was exemplified by Wishbone playing Mr. Darcy. So of course, you know, relationship drama and period relationship drama involving a dog. And his rudeness being exemplified by yes, excuse me. He just walked away from a conversation. That always stuck out with me. I'm not sure why. Mr. Rogers, obviously.
Dragon Tales Between the Lines? Yeah, I've not heard of half of that.
MathNet I loved when I was a kid because even as a kid I loved Dragnet, and seeing the parody MathNet was great.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Godzilla 2014. That started off Legendary. I think it's Legendary Pictures MonsterVerse, which is basically their kaiju series with basically establishing the mythos that we see on Kong Skull Island about the super super big creatures who used to own the planet.
Yeah, like that wasn't the part I particularly cared about for Kong Skull Island. But
don't expect it to be tonally wise the same as Kong Skull Island, because Kong Skull Island is phenomenal. Godzilla 2014 was directed by the same guy who did a movie called Monsters, which was also kind of a slower plotting thing, not really about the monsters.
Right.
In
I'm
some
surprised
case,
less people liked Kong Skull Island because I saw a lot of critics didn't like it. I was like, but it's good.
Why do they not like Skull Island? Skull Island is phenomenal. It's one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time now.
Really?
This is Linksano's series currently, so why is he not in charge?
He's not very good at leading.
Going back to show blocks aimed at young kids, favorite Nick Jr. shows.
Blue's Clues?
Blue's Clues, Eureka's Castle.
These are all things that Dom has no idea what are. Yeah, Blue's Clues. That's what I remember.
Have you read Warren Ellis's Crooked Little Vein? Godzilla Bukake is mentioned.
Oh, sweet. What?
Hey, that's not that different from that other thing you reviewed a little while.
Oh,
What?
Warren Ellis. You're like Garth Ennis, but not terrible.
Why would Godzilla do that?
All right. Also, favorite from Terror of Death. Also, favorite Godzilla movies are Godzilla vs. Destoroyah and Godzilla Final Wars. One is my favorite monster. The other has Godzilla fighting almost every single monster in the Godzilla universe. Yes, Godzilla Final Wars is a blast, and I really recommend. And I recommend that one after you watched a few of them, because it's basically like, let's have It's the 50th anniversary of Godzilla. Let's have him fight everybody, including American Godzilla.
Oh, Jesus. Ooh. If you hear noises in the background, those are our cats.
Our cats have two modes: adorable, purry, sleepy angel babies, and demon-destroying, world-ending monsters with limitless energy.
Cats.
Well, we bought spray specifically that's designed so that way they don't chew wires.
Oh, they fucking love the taste of that.
Why is Linksano not running the stream since it's his show we're sort of watching? Because the streams are meant to be slightly more casual, and Linksano doesn't do things casually. And I would probably get sick of doing the voice for 2 hours, especially trying to do it while we're playing video games.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
It's people watching a Godzilla movie doing it. So I'm assuming that's what they're referring to that little vein, that Warren Ellis comic.
Oh, okay.
Wait, they're watching a Godzilla movie and performing bukkake.
Must be watching like Godzilla's Revenge or something, because when we're watching a Godzilla movie, our attention is focused on the Godzilla movie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I I can't imagine I could really divide my attention between those two activities. But I suppose maybe if you just, I don't. So hey, Linkara, how's your day going?
My day is going just fine. I woke up about 3 hours ago.
Your sleep schedule terrifies me.
Yeah, it's what happens when doing this, and that's the thing about anyone who wants to get into this kind of work. If you do this strictly as your only job, you will become nocturnal very quickly because you got to get stuff done with, and if you have a set specific time you release stuff, then you got to work on it, regardless of anything else that's going on, and yeah, all that jazz.
And if you do that and have a full-time job, then you die.
So yeah, Godzilla 2014. I actually do recommend it. Just don't expect to see a lot of monster combat. It was basically there to reintroduce the concept of Godzilla to American audiences. Kong Skull Island is a much better movie, but King of the Monsters is going to be phenomenal.
Well, I mean,
I'll see it.
There's the three-headed dragon thingy. That looks cool.
That is.
You noob. That's Mothra.
I was gonna say, isn't Mothra the moth?
It is. He's just joking.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, no. That's
Yeah.
That is the three-headed dragon is Ghidorah or Ghidorah. They kind of swap his name around. Or King Ghidorah. Basically, he is. If Godzilla has one arch nemesis, his I Ghidorah is his biggest enemy.
Okay. I thought the other, the giant pterodactyl thing was also.
He's appeared in a few of them, but Ghidorah has appeared probably in more Godzilla movies than any other villain he's had. That other the pterodactyl thing is Rodan.
Rodan.
So why does he keep end up squaring off with these guys? Is it just like they competing for who gets to destroy the city more?
Sometimes, yes. By the time the Godzilla movies started, started introducing stuff like Ghidorah and whatnot, Godzilla was starting to shift more as a hero of the planet kind of thing. So instead of him going on rampages, monsters would appear and he would go to fight them.
Okay, so he's like there to restore the balance of these monsters should not be here, sort of thing.
Feeney, Linkara versus Godzilla, who would win? Probably Godzilla, because he's virtually indestructible.
But you have a spaceship.
Yeah, I mean,
I have a spaceship,
but
but Godzilla is nearly indestructible.
Plus, they didn't say Linkara in his spaceship. It's literally just Lewis standing there in front of Godzilla.
Even with the tech at my disposal, Godzilla's fought spaceships before.
I don't know. I think 90s kid could take Godzilla.
Show you're working.
Because he's awesome and the power of awesome.
I believe you mean the power of radical.
Sure. I don't know.
Awesome still works, but radical may be preferred. So I'm trying to think. Yeah, I really recommend Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah from like 1991, 1992. That one involves time travel and cyborgs and Mecha Ghidorah.
Okay.
Because they brought, like I said, they brought back Godzilla for Godzilla 1985, which is what we saw the long box comic adaptation for. After that, they brought back Godzilla to fight against a few other monsters like Biollante, Mothra again, etc. So, I want to describe the plot of Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah because it is incredible and wonderful and amazing. So during the second series, Godzilla's pretty much straight on a villain again. Sure, we root for him, but he still goes on rampages and destroys cities because he didn't give a crap.
Right.
So, Americans from the future come back in time and say, we have come back to help you stop Godzilla because Godzilla destroys so much stuff. We need to find a way to stop him. So we're gonna use some of your resources to go back even further to when Godzilla was first created and prevent him from being being made altogether.
I already have questions because why did they not just go there in the first place?
There was a reason why they didn't. I can't remember what the reason was. Okay. We're gonna go back and do this. We take Godzilla out of time. Basically, we Godzilla in this version. We learn that he is actually a dinosaur a time lost dinosaur that has still survived to the modern day. I think they called him like a Godzillasaurus or something like that. He's considerably smaller, more like 15 feet tall as opposed to, huge.
Okay.
So they take him out, but then the American time travelers leave behind 3 little creatures called Doras in their place, in Godzilla's place.
Explorers.
Yep, and then the nuclear bomb hits, and the 3 Doras mutate into King Ghidorah, and the time travelers reveal, "Mwahaha! You see, Japan has become such a superpower in the far future that we have decided that our real plan is to basically prevent you from doing that, and we're going to use our giant monster to destroy you." Also, they have a Terminator with them.
Americans. Can't trust them.
Yep, they have a Terminator with them. They have a beefy guy in sunglasses who's a robot.
Yeah.
And what year did this come out?
91 or 92.
Okay.
So, okay, we got Ghidorah now. How do we stop him? Well, the only one who can stop him is Godzilla. All right, well, we'll just recreate the nuclear explosion and recreate Godzilla to stop him. Problem is, this new Godzilla, since they're using modern-day nuclear weapons to recreate him, he's bigger and meaner and more powerful. So Godzilla kills King Ghidorah, cuts off his head, basically wipes him out. But oh no, now Godzilla is back and on a rampage. So
I feel like everyone's having a bad day at this point.
So how do we stop him? The only one who can stop him now is Ghidorah. Okay, we're gonna replace Ghidorah's head with a robot head, give him metal wings and armoring, and make Mecha King Ghidorah, and have him fight Godzilla, and he manages to drive Godzilla off and defeat him, and the day is saved.
I do remember my cousin having a toy of that particular Ghidorah.
Mecha King Ghidorah is such a wonderful idea, and I wish he was in more than one movie. In the follow-up to that, they disassemble Mecha Ghidorah and recreate him as as a not Mecha Godzilla thing called Kiryu, and it's not Kiryu. I can't remember. It's not Kiryu. It's something else, but it's some sort of drill thing that first appeared in another kaiju movie first, and just come on, Mecha Ghidorah was so much cooler.
So was it all 3 of his heads that went metal, or just one of them?
Just one, just the middle head, if I recall correctly. You can look up pictures of Mecha Ghidorah, and he's incredible and wonderful.
He is. Oh yeah, sorry.
So yeah, that movie is bonkers and wonderful. Moguera, that was it.
Moguera. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Moguera is fine on its own. It had first appeared in a 60s kaiju movie, and this was their redone version of it. But it's just come on, Mecha Ghidorah. Terror of Death. Well, actually, it's a tie for Godzilla archenemies between Gigan, King Ghidorah, and Destoroyah. Destoroyah only appeared in one movie, though, and is powerful. And to be fair, Destoroyah is the one who finally killed Godzilla.
Godzilla's dead?
He died. Godzilla died in the end of the Heisei era, which was the 80s and 90s series. They killed him off, but his son became the new Godzilla at the very end.
As you do.
Destoroyah is and it was kind of appropriate because Destoroyah is mutated from the Oxygen Destroyer from the original Godzilla movie, from the original 1950s.
Oh, okay. Well, the skeleton that was left behind.
Yep, Gigan is also a monster who's appeared in several ones. He's also a very cool and unique looking kaiju because he's also from space and he's got a buzzsaw on his chest.
Okay.
Okay.
I've stopped questioning this stuff at this point.
It's a pity though because the thing is, Gigan himself is a cool monster, but 90% of the movies he's in are crap. So anyway, we've talked a lot about Godzilla here, but why don't we move into The Last Door?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that
spooky thing with all the crows.
Murder, Death, Sadness game.
Yeah, because we still got 2 chapters to go here. And everyone's just yelling out Destoroyah because of James Rolfe's Monster Madness when he did his Godzillathon. Funny thing, I actually name every time I play Pokemon and I have a Gyarados on my team, I name it Destoroyah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I got The Last Door here. Swapping over to main screen video, no cam, screen share. Oh yeah, I should probably screen share with you guys.
Yeah, that would help.
Just a thought.
You can paint us a word picture with every.
Oh no,
screen.
there's some crows.
They're doing such terrible things.
So last time on The Last Door.
Actually, I'm sure this thing will recap for us. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh yeah, that was a. The most important thing is a douchey groundskeeper hit us on the head with a hammer and put us in a grave.
And we had dreams and rabbits surrounding us. So,
Oh yeah, the Bukkake rabbits.
The cult of Donnie Darkos.
why is this stream now?
Yeah, this is the third time it's been brought up. I am aware of that.
What?
Hmm?
What?
This is the third time Bukkake's come into the conversation.
Oh.
Why is this a thing now?
Yeah.
I think it's always been a thing, Linkara. You've just been unaware.
Yep.
Can't you tell by the penis-shaped candles?
Wait, so
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay,
It's
it's-
flashbacking.
You are the fourth witness.
witness me.
I remember now what happened. What is that we saw? The eye of the bird, Malamin say. What happened to us? What is it that we witnessed? You must tell me! You must make me understand what my mind cannot fathom! It was our curiosity that damned us. 'Twas beauty who killed the beast. Either of you ever played or heard of the humongous entertainment games, Freddy Fish, Spy-Pox, Pajama Sam, Putt-Putt? I have heard of Pajama Sam, but I don't know
Sound made
anything
up.
about any of them.
Mm.
Blah, blah, blah. In seeking vision, we were ourselves seen by the eye of the bird. I'll probably turn down the music in a second here. It remembers us. It looks for us. It calls us from its dark nest, from its abominable lair. It won't just leave a voicemail message. All these years I have attempted to return to it, but I have no strength left. These poor, wretched creatures are too fragile. They lack the sight to return. Not one of them has. Only us, the four witnesses.
Oh, that's right. You're surrounded by bodies and shizzle.
Yep.
Mhm.
Who are the other two? Where are they?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they're two guys in the photo you used to hang out with as kids. You dumb fuck.
They disappeared as you did. I haven't heard from any of you, but I was seized by curiosity. It absconded with my faith and deprived me of sanity. Oh Lord, forgive me, for I have sinned. I mean, just a little bit.
Oh, jeez.
Nothing remains. All that is left is surrender. Surrender to him. Gravely have we sinned, and now our only absolution is to burn in the flames.
Well, as long as you don't mean that literally, we'll be fine.
I mean, as opposed to burning in the ice.
No, yeah.
I think he means that literally.
Oh dear.
Oh no, he's being pixelated. Malum.
Yeah.
Heavy blow.
Say.
What?
Clean up an aisle 4.
Oh fuck! All right.
Hi,
Hey,
friend.
ow!
Oh, why would you do that?
Ow!
You hit me on the ear.
Guy in the ear.
I really, really hope we do end up kill billing our way out of this coffin.
I like how we have the descriptions because we can't hear the audio.
Nailing wood.
Throwing dirt.
Everyone else can hear it.
I know, but I want to improve us sound effects.
Shh. I'll try to recreate them for you.
Thank you. Such
It's so
description.
real.
It's almost like we're in a coffin.
It's like I feel like
ourselves.
I'm being buried alive.
I can't recreate a cicada.
That's a really specific sound. Don't worry.
The adventure continues in episode 3. But before we get to episode 3, we have someone who's going to be joining us now.
Oh.
Let's see if I can bring him in here. I have added him to the call. Will he join in? Let's see now. Is he here now?
Hello, can you hear me? Is it
Hey!
working?
Hey, Suede.
Suede is joining
Hold on a
us.
second.
Good to hear your melodious New Zealand tones.
And
silence.
then silence. Is he still here with us?
Nope, he hung up.
No. Bye, Suede.
I scared him off. I came on too strong.
All right, let me see if I can
Hi,
try
Lisa.
that again.
Hey, buddy. Hi, cutie. How you doing? Want attention?
Oh, he said, give me a sec.
That's okay. We'll distract you with the kid.
Oh, we have a super chat in the meantime.
Also, Mecha King Ghidorah was first taken apart to create Mecha Godzilla 2 and then rebuilt into Mogra after battle with Godzilla, last Godzilla thing. Okay, yeah, you're right. There's like 30 of these movies. It's easy to forget to get the timeline here.
They keep like harvesting these poor bastards for scrap. It seems.
Well, waste not, want not.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, it was, they made Mechagodzilla from him and then made Mogra. So it's kind of downgrading. And I like Mechagodzilla, but, but you have three-headed cyborg dragon, then Mechagodzilla.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Huzzah!
Okay.
I can't.
Hooray, we got it. Honestly, I just put in a quick message saying, "Hey, do you mind if I join in the stream?" Dee dee dee, boing boing, ding ding ding. It's like, what the heck? Hang on a second, I haven't even got my headphones. Yep.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It's good to have you in here, Suede. How familiar are you with the other two chapters so far of The Last Door?
I don't need chapter knowledge. It's fine. Adventure games are adventure games, right?
Well, it's fine because since I'm since you're here anyway, we might as well recap the action for you, which I think the game will do anyway. But we will try
not
to
describing the bunny limp soggy biscuit game.
The bunny limp soggy biscuit game, right?
Previously
right. Okay.
on The Last Door.
There we go.
Mm.
After the death of his old friend Anthony, Devitt decides to travel. Anthony, Devitt. Oh, Devitt, that's right. Devitt is his name.
Anthony is the guy who died. Devitt's the guy who's deciding.
We are playing Devitt.
Right.
Decides to travel back to the school they both attended in the outskirts of Aberdeen. What kids game do you recall playing as a child from Tim Whitfield? Excuse me. Museum Madness, Number Munchers.
Jumpstart second grade.
Space Quest 6.
Oregon Trail.
Meth Blaster. Let's see.
Star Trek Borg, which wasn't really a kid's game, but I got it as a kid, so.
Those
Yeah,
Disney games, the Disney computer games.
Yep. Commander Keen. Commander Keen was a big one.
Oh yeah, I played the shit out of Commander Keen. That was awesome.
Yep. Id Software. I was shocked when I found out that was the same guys who made Doom. But yeah.
My dad let me play that as a kid.
In his search,
Doom or Commander Keen?
Doom.
In his search, Devitt meets his old teacher, Father Ernest. He also remembers the experiment they all attempted many years back, which had terrible consequences. Yeah,
they're just like, hey, it's a boring Sunday night. Let's summon Cthulhu and see what happens.
Crucify him! Crucify him!
You're not too far off. And basically,
They've certainly got the equipment. They've certainly got the equipment for it with all the stuff on the wall, but yeah.
We made them all fall off by giving bad answers to his quiz. It was like Nash's pub quiz show, but much more violent.
Yeah, and apparently if you didn't listen in Sunday school, you were going to fucking hell.
More or less, Guy hangs himself, sends cryptic message to our player character here.
Right.
And he investigates, learns that the guy was slowly going insane and drove off his staff. Birds then came in and ate his body. Because that's what crows do, I guess.
His delicious eyeballs.
And we follow back to our old stomping grounds where we were school children, and it turns out we were part of the Dead Poets Society, except evil.
The Dead Gods Society, then
Pretty much, yeah. We were a philosophers club, and apparently this priest decided to join in on us, and bad stuff happened.
Don't you just hate it when your Sunday school teacher joins in on your school conversations?
Yeah. Then
we're running around a nunnery doing all sorts of bizarre things to patients.
Father Ernest worships the Eye of the Bird, a vision resulting from the experiment. He killed many people trying to replicate its results.
Oh, jeez.
Also, we got knocked out. The groundskeeper of the place, who was also digging graves, has knocked us out. After...
All right, so our player character doesn't he has done all these things, but he doesn't remember doing them. Is that right?
Yeah, he does not remember being part of the cult.
Right, okay.
He has plot convenient amnesia.
Yes. Final Fantasy VIII syndrome, yes.
Yeah.
Those who saw the eye back then, he calls the four witnesses. When discovered, Ernest immolates himself. Finally, Ernest's servant knocks Devitt out and buries him alive.
Oh, no.
Dun, dun, dun.
We've been making Kill Bill jokes ever since.
Yeah.
All is darkness.
Apart from that text.
Slam.
Yeah.
No parents.
All is cold.
Yeah, we didn't get the heated coffin. That.
Cold and old and very full of mold.
All is silence except for the heavy breathing.
And the knocking on the wood.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
never
okay.
mind, we're fine.
Hey,
What?
I was
That's
promised
not
being
buried
very
alive
alive.
at all.
Why are we in Nocturne Alley?
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm going to go to the
song
main menu to
Cthulhu.
turn down the music a little bit, and then we'll continue here.
Okay.
Don't worry, Harry. Summoning Cthulhu is just a Tuesday for us.
We're really, really bad at burying people alive.
Yeah.
Burying?
Did you bury him?
Credits,
Yes, I put him in the
opening
corridor.
credits.
No, Angus, or whatever your name was. You've gotten buried and put in a nice room, mixed up again.
Well, except for the blood on the floor. That's a little not nice.
Well,
But-
I
mean, that's a
thought
bit
that
of
was
a-
Tubman.
That's a bit of a tease, considering we heard the sound of us being buried, and we cut to and then cut to the outside at the very end there of the gravesite being filled up. So come on.
To be fair, we're not the most reliable of narrators.
that's true. Yeah.
Just don't
we're one foot in the
remember.
crazy bit already.
We just don't remember digging our way out of the grave, going somewhere else, and then getting put in a completely separate coffin.
He literally has amnesia about summoning Cthulhu and had a long extended dream about bunnies. It's
Oh.
yeah.
Then there was also that time where we went to our friend's house and he was dead, and then we walked in that one room and then came back into it and there were crows staring at us.
And that was deeply uncomfortable.
Yeah, that was unfun. Oh, hey, a forest.
And now we're in the cold. Okay, I have the feeling this is like a dream.
It's nice that they have a better color palette this time. It looks much more detailed. Last time it wasn't.
And this may be the one time he doesn't immediately take off his coat at the beginning of the chapter.
I'm gonna turn down the effects volume too. Man, everything is louder. I thought I had these at the same settings before, but apparently not.
It's funny, I can't hear any game sound on my end, but
Well,
that's
it's because
Yeah, we're not.
screen share only does that. Super chat. Do you occasionally watch old network fall promos? Yes, I do actually.
I thought it said pornos.
No, I like to watch
Wow,
old promos.
the-
They're very. It's inspirational for me when I'm putting together for my trailers and promos for like long box and everything. Hey Swade, when are you and Linkara gonna view another Pokemon movie?
Oh, shut up! No, sorry. I'm
Do
kidding,
it.
I'm kidding.
Dance for us monkeys.
Yes.
I'm trying to get a backlog of episodes done. Once that backlog is done, then I'll finally have time to work on the movie.
Do
So,
I have a sock
don't know
on my
what-
face?
Oh,
I
I think
think
he's just got his head.
yeah, I think he's putting his
Sleep.
his arm in front of his like face or something because of the wind.
I suppose it's
Either that
possible,
or
but it
it's-
doesn't look. It looks like he's doing this then.
Oh, okay, we're back to the land of Marvel chops.
Oh, those mutton chops, man. That's a 2-pixel mutton chop, that is.
Jeremiah, we must talk, but before we do, there's another super chat. Have you considered reviewing the Creepypasta comic, or would that be telling? I'm not sure which Creepypasta comic you are referring to, if it's just called The Creepypasta, I don't know.
I hate someone pointed out that this is the tabletop crew back together.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Except for, we don't have the DM. That's all.
Well,
And we are, murdering children. So yeah.
This is why we do not do Lovecraftian rituals.
No, of course not.
With your mother
Or
deceased,
have we already, but we've just forgotten.
with your mother
Yeah,
deceased,
convenient
arrangements have to be made regarding your upbringing. A man of my position of responsibility can't take the time to look after a young boy. Of course not. First thing in the morning, you will depart for Scotland. I am sending you to study at the St. Gall boarding school in Aberdeen. You need not to bother to write, as I will not have time to read your letters. Thanks, Dad. You're
This
father of the year, right here. World's best dad mug sitting on the fireplace there.
yeah.
Well, it's more like a world's best dad portrait in the background, but...
Swade, when are you gonna make Dom a better avatar?
gosh, what a good comment from a very intellectual.
I know, someone so terribly handsome.
Yeah.
No.
You should definitely get on that.
An interesting thing is that Jess is pretty much swamped with requests at the moment. She has to work through all of them. We're actually going to have to probably cut off the rewards just so that she can catch up. Basically, I'm going to put a post on Patreon about it. So yeah, but hopefully soon.
It's definitely not my arm, because whenever I switch places, it's like otherwise, depending on what direction he's going, he's swapping arms around.
He's got a trunk. He's become part elephant during the burying process.
Oh no, it's fine. He's just got one of those little alien chest
It's like a leech on his face. Yeah.
Oh, these leeches.
Those creepy winter forest leeches.
They keep your face warm, but they do have some consequences.
Still no letters for you, Devitt. Please do not persist any further.
Devitt, no one likes you. Just accept it.
God damn it!
Letters from Papa.
How selfish are you
Stop that once.
to expect your father to contact you?
All right, so he's
He
still in
even
the.
says, "Do not expect me to contact you."
All right.
I hugged you once on your 18th birthday, never expect any affection again.
So is the
It's
plot?
only because I had to.
Yeah. So has the plot so far been like? Does it Tarantino around like this in the other chapters as well, or?
Yeah, it
Just
tends
like-
to
Yeah.
open like
It
this.
did once before. The first chapter was fairly linear, but
Right.
Tim Whitfield says, "Hey Suede, have you ever played or at the very least heard of the Humongous Entertainment games?"
Oh, I loved those. I played. Well, the thing is that I played those, but I never played a registered version. I only ever played the demos of like Fatty Bear and Putt Putt and all that kind of stuff. I love them to bits and pieces. But yeah, this is becoming the Suede stream. What the heck? Yeah.
Hey, you're here, you know, and if they're paying to ask you questions, I'm not going to complain.
let Lewis
Yeah.
out instead of stop making a big deal out of it.
Pleased to meet you, my new classmates. And who is that? Well, it's, you know, your new classmates,
Oh,
so...
that's just Devitt. Pay him no mind. He's just a little odd.
Here's Ginger, as you can see.
It's
Interesting.
Draco, Crab, and
Odd,
Doyle.
you say? Interesting.
Oh, it is. It's Draco Crab.
I'm
and Doyle.
immediately going to go and hug him.
I'm Anthony,
Yeah.
Anthony Beechwood. This is my first term here. I've only just arrived. Oof, got a crank
Thank
in
you,
my
Mr.
neck for some reason.
Extra.
I hope we can be friends. I
Oh,
hope
I
I
thought
send
he
you a
was flashing
cryptic
him.
letter in the future. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. Someone made a very good comment about that. So he kills himself in the attic, but in order to do so, he left that key to get into the attic, you know, inside of that portrait. How did he hide that and lock himself in?
Oh, he shoved it in the he shoved it in the mouth of that taxidermied lemur, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, the taxidermy lemur.
Yeah, that was a lynx.
Lynx, lemur. Well, those same
Those are
creatures, fine.
very different things.
No, don't confuse this.
He left
chapter
it in
with
a
your crazy
cat. How about
science.
that?
Yeah.
Cthulhu did it. Oh well.
That's fair.
You know, that's
actually.
not an unfair comment. Probably was a crow. It's like, hey, crow, go put this in the links.
Is it actually Lovecraftian Cthulhu, or is it like
They call it the Eye of the Bird or something. So
Yeah,
I'm
so we
assuming
don't
it's
know
some
what
like
the
some
actual
giant
god
evil
is, but-
seagull.
There's lots
Yeah,
of crows
'cause
in
it-
this game. I think we're starting up here.
Oh hey! Oh no, I'm free! Oh god, it's blood! Oh god!
Oh gee, it's probably got
I'm still
tetanus and
confused
everything.
about how I ended up here after being buried.
What is
I'm a
happening?
wizard, Harry.
What is
Oh, we got a ticket.
He gave you a ticket. Oh, good.
Oh no! Oh yay!
The ticket is one-way ticket to Fucksville. Well, shit.
My head is pounding. I feel so weak and thirsty. If I don't drink water, I'll faint. Dear Lord, where am I?
Well, there's a liquid on the ground, but
And time
how
to go back
desperate are you?
into the coffin.
It could have been my eternal deathbed.
If I hadn't.
I need to
What
get some
happened again?
water.
Okay, I'm thinking maybe he passed out while he was buried, and then someone dug him up. That's what I'm thinking.
Eyes closed, ears muffled, and voices hush in the land that loves silence.
Okay.
Ah, the movie theater.
Not bad.
Where the hell are? It looks like a basement, maybe.
We're underneath an
Welcome
amusement
to
park,
my
and we're going to meet our
creepy
brother.
basement. The light coming in from outside is dazzling.
I wouldn't call it dazzling.
Look at how
Looks like-
dazzling
it's
it is,
kinda grey. Trust me,
Well-
for British summer, that is dazzling light.
Actually, that's fair.
That's Scotland, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, fair play. Yeah.
Distant
Well,
chatter.
mind you, Scotland is grey, pretty grey too. In fact.
Is it Aberdeen? Could I have escaped?
I just
I mean,
did.
yeah. Plus, you're not buried anymore. Downside, you're still in Scotland.
The dark facades of buildings on the far side.
That's some shade on the Scottish.
Anyone want a ticket?
This is the morphine all over again. You tried to make every nun in that nunnery high as a kite.
Now, if this was a Sierra adventure game, he'd just scrunch up that ticket, throw it over the side, and like, oops, can't win the game.
What a crest for sale!
Wow, we look very
Yeah.
not good.
Now that yes, even compared to the Scottish, we're pale.
Yeah, yeah.
Cheapest potatoes in town!
You look like you just crawled out of the grave.
Please, sir, could you give me some water? It's like a charity, tough. I only sell to paying customers, so cough up and get out.
Oh, but how about a no?
How
Okay.
about a
You're
There's a
ticket?
pale,
ticket.
so you're posh.
Cheapest potatoes in town!
But not cheap enough for you to buy.
Young man, could you please tell me where I am?
Yeah, daft booger.
Fuck off.
Can't you? Yes. Oh, the ticket I've always wanted. Now I'll talk to you.
I've got to go with it.
Oh, we gotta move that. We gotta find a way to move that cart.
Hello.
An indigent.
And, wow,
Sure.
that's an important one. A malcontent.
In Regulus leaning against
A
the
puppet.
breaker.
Ragamuffin.
Have a ticket. Nope.
Nope. How about talking to him?
Nope.
You know, you maybe start like dying of thirst and recovering from being buried, but you're still too good to speak to these.
I like how the homeless
Street
people don't
people.
even like you.
The young man sleeps under a filthy blanket.
At least it wasn't
Would
a
you like
coffin.
a ticket?
Ticket here! Anyone want a ticket?
Ticket! Trade your ticket for your pants.
Aww.
Oh, young one suffers difficulty breathing.
It's like that scene from the beginning of Christmas Carol.
Horse meat for sale!
You mean when
Oh.
all the Muppets start singing and dancing and stuff?
Yes, that's exactly the one I'm talking about.
Does any water?
Yeah, Mr.
Get out of here,
Humbug.
drunk!
At least, okay, so they just think, oh, well, hey.
I'm not saying I'm not drunk, but
Hello.
I don't know if I'm drunk. Am I drunk, sir? Can you tell me?
There's a
Is
man
that a
staring
bell
amidst the
from
crowd.
Beauty and the
Something in his
Beast?
countenance
that's
seems
a-
strange to me.
well, I'm not hearing
Quick,
a
prostitute, help me!
Hello.
Where
You
am
don't
I?
know where you're at. Why, this is the old Nickel Street Rookery, a dark and more decrepit place like never there was.
Thanks,
it used to be.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
It used to be called Nocturne Alley.
Nickel
That's in
Street
London.
Rookery.
How could I have arrived in this slum?
Oh, fuck you too then, making fun of me out.
Wake up in the middle of nowhere and your first concern is that you're in a slum. That's it.
Yo,
I think the first concern is that we
Full
woke
of
up.
soot.
Yoink.
Hey, beggars can't be choosers. Drink the fucking water.
Yeah, you will.
let's have some diseased water.
But I'm overcome with thirst.
Slurp.
And now I'm
so you wandered
overcome
in the
with
streets of
scurvy.
London. So have you wandered in the streets of London, since everyone seems miserable here?
I in fact have wandered the streets of London, and it is noisy.
I went. It was fine.
I showed you the nice parts of London.
I've actually
Oh,
walked
and
the
he's
streets
dead.
of London. Yeah. Oh, damn it.
He died of the plague.
It died of drinking sewage water, I'd imagine.
Well,
Yeah.
or that too. That works fair. Yeah.
I must have fainted. It's dangerous to be an old nickel at night. I should make my way out as quickly as possible.
What do you have they could possibly steal? Oh, okay, yes.
Ticket.
The sweet,
that
sweet
magical
ticket. How else will you
Well,
get in the chocolate factory?
The stench from
Well,
this train
there's-
is nauseating.
Yeah.
We're having
well
a
done,
great
as Yuki
day
and
so far, aren't we?
Karen. Oh, a good beast is hard to find. Yeah. All right.
Ooh, a blue thing. Nope, nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
No.
Try the gate. I don't know.
I just hovered over it. No luck. Stains rubber sheets struggle to dry in the muggy air.
You mean the
In
muggle
London?
air?
Is it?
The muggle.
Can be.
Yeah.
Well,
I
in
walked the
this
streets of
different
London too.
century.
Oh, look.
There was a ton of cigarettes in London streets. That's what I found out.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
cigarettes constantly on all of the rain gutters. It was
Flashback,
impressive.
I think.
Everyone in London's a chain smoker.
Yeah.
Herr Dr. Wakefield is here to see you, mein Herr.
It's just clear German. Herr Dr. Wakefield is here to see you, mein Herr. Show him. I sound like a very horny German. Oh, show him his heart.
Show him in hearts, yeah.
Oh, guten Tag, mein Kapitan. Is it your parent, is it not?
Patient.
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 Patient, my bad.
Same thing. Yeah.
Oh, someone else needs to do the other German.
Sway, do the other German.
So, okay. There's no trace of him. He hasn't shown up for his last few sessions. I've been to his house, of course. His landlady assured me he went on a trip weeks ago and hasn't come back home. He kept a destination to himself.
You know, I once
he's
had to
such a
put on a
naughty
fake
boy.
French accent for Sad Panda, and he said it sounded German.
Yeah.
Then it is happening as I feared.
What do you mean?
I am sorry, my dear friend. I first thought of this when you described your sessions with Herr David, but I didn't want to upset you without heed, as I hoped for the best. Now I'm afraid my It's too German, it's go. Now I'm afraid my suspicions could be true.
How is Teen Titans Go to the
Positive.
Movies? Is a super chat.
Turns out we're with Germany now.
I haven't seen it, and we're in Germany right now, so I have not seen it. Da.
Nein sehen Sie. Nein sprechen Sie Titans. There are some things that I will have to verify first, though. I promise that I will contact you as soon as I have learned anything important.
Who is this man?
Please, Herr Doctor, it is one of the utmost importance no one else knows of this matter. You keep it this little secret between us.
You'll have my total discretion.
I think this guy is our therapist who we were talking to at one point in chapter 2, I think.
They didn't establish he was German back then, so he missed out on a lot of fun. This
I'm
is
not
his
racist,
sense.
but everyone looks the same. But it's just...
Episode 3, The Four Witnesses.
Oh, hi, Wes. Oh, baby. Come here.
Yes. Come here, smooth kitty.
Cicada.
That certainly set the tone, didn't it?
I feel like I have been walking these streets for hours. Surely I must be close to finding my way out of this labyrinth.
Labyrinth
Oh
of
no,
land.
it's David Bowie.
So we have
Don't
like
look at his-
Magic dance.
Don't look at his balls.
so we have 3 directions we can go. Oh, yeah, let's double checking here. Yeah, only 3 directions we can go. Which way do you think we should go? Got
Clearly,
staircase,
someone-
left alley, right alley.
Stairs.
Stairs.
There it is.
Yeah, that probably leads to the MC Escher painting. The other one probably leads to red things that take their heads off.
Ayla's the guy who's talking to the hooker.
Oh, and
Hey, come
Come
back!
back here, morning, gentlemen.
Oi, come back!
Uh-oh, careful. He may have a knife.
I can be your hooker.
Well, okay. Well, yep.
Jerk.
Eh.
Alright, see what we got over here.
Oh, fortune teller, I'm guessing calling it.
Do you hear them? It's the crows searching for the moans of the weak and dying. They're calling to each other. They must have found something.
Hello, you seem lovely. Oh, it's a man. Oh no, he's looking for a
this
weird
is
man. Sorry.
These streets are so confusing to navigate. I'm afraid I've lost my way. Could you direct me out?
You've literally gone in one place.
Yes, lost one. I can give you direction. I've been gifted with the second sight. I can peer deep into your past and unwind the tapestry of your fate, or look at a fucking map, either one.
Say,
Would you like me to close my eyes so that yours may be open?
I could have sworn I can peer deep into your pants was about to be a thing.
I mean, if
You
you
left,
could,
you
like,
left that low-hanging fruit, and I respect you for it.
do you have a GPS? Could you point me somewhere?
Yeah. The GPS led you here in the first place.
I haven't a penny to pay you.
Don't believe in fortune telling. Ah, it is a fortune teller.
Money is of no matter here. Come close to me now.
And
Oh,
she
like
robs
that,
us.
is it?
And that was the second time I was molested by a fortune teller.
Okay, we got tarot cards, I think, or something along those lines.
Yep.
This one.
I'll
Oh.
never see it coming.
The puppet, threads hanging from an immense hand of dust, converge upon a single point, your mind, where memories, oblivions, and shadows cluster as one. It is your friend and foe, your home and your prison.
So,
Well, that's
like,
helpful.
north?
It's got like 10 attacks, so it's good for aggro decks.
Put it in defense mode. The dying star. You lost your guide. You follow the stream, but do not know where it goes. You think you have escaped, but actually you are getting closer and closer.
Two.
I'm moving to main phase 2.
Bottom left.
The walker. You have embarked upon a great journey, but this path has been walked by you before. You step in your own footprints inside a circle of fire.
Where
Oh,
are they
no.
going
It's gonna
without
be one of
ever
those-
knowing the way?
It's going to be a looping story, isn't it? Like you're gonna end the game at the beginning scene or something. It's like you're always
I hope
forgetting
not,
and
that's
you
involves
just
us
get
hanging ourselves.
I don't understand.
over and over again. You're in hell.
What does it all mean?
I can't unpick these What?
These uns, I can't
These uns.
unpick these particular ones.
Sure. The threads you have woven in destiny are too tight, child. But you will. Oh, yes, you will.
I wonder if by picking these particular cards we have like affected the ending or something.
Probably, but
We're
who
going to
the-
get hit with a fish and a traveller and a puppet.
It is not for me to say, but for you to discover. Remember that in the fog, we only see what is closest to us. The bird remains in the distance. If you wish to leave, you must follow the path of the bird. No more direction can I give.
You didn't believe in the heart of the cards.
Can't you just give me the bird? I mean, wait.
Wait, what?
I'm following a man. He must have passed this way.
And how is that man?
I
Right.
mean,
He's probably feeling
I'd say about
fine,
an
huh?
8.
Yeah.
If you're into mustaches.
Tall, well-dressed, red-haired, and a cold look in his eyes.
Kind of like my father.
The nightmare of which we don't talk about. All of us, asleep or awake, have seen that
The
man
old man.
time. Oh, he's the Undertaker.
Really?
His name is Steve.
Steve
Sir Steve.
Undertaker.
In joke.
I must go.
You will need a map to
I've got some
guide your steps.
calibrations that I need to take care of.
No crap, we need a map. That's what we're talking to you for.
What?
Take a
I have
ticket.
to make a living, dearie.
Stop trying to give everyone the ticket.
I've got a bloody ticket.
What a bloody ticket.
Yo, I got a lamp.
Hooray!
I've got a
Empty
fortune
lamp, but a
teller.
lamp.
You're hopeless. Just like, yeah, you can take it. It's fine.
Whatever.
Everyone's so friendly here in Victorian London.
Gate is latched up. I can't open it from this side.
Alright, well, I guess we're following him.
Let's go through this ripped open sewer drain.
It is forbidden to dump bodies in the river. Oh. You may keep my miserable kingdom, you may keep my spike-encrusted jewels. Stay there as you will, and stare into my eyes. I am a shadow, and will not disappoint.
That's Cockney for please don't enter unsafe sewer.
Unsafe sewer, here we come!
Ah, how dare you? Oh,
Rail?
Easy.
Rats. Letters
Rats.
from you described with an oily grime. It reads rats. I'm not sure that's a warning or an exclamation.
It's an appreciation. They're like, dude, rats.
It's Castle
All right.
Rats.
Ratsicle.
Rats for everyone.
Rats of
Rats.
rodents
No,
of
it's a-
unusual size? I don't think they exist.
No.
Rats, they're
That's
furry.
the problem is that, yeah, there's so much like expositional like graffiti in games, but really it's probably just the gang, the Rats gang.
The sewer is flooded here with an ankle-deep pool of water. Patches of oil swirl on its surface.
Gross.
Oh, can we,
Do you want to take some and put it in the lamp?
I don't think it's that sort of oil.
It said oil. Why not?
Okay.
no, it's not working.
Nope. Alright.
So I need a
Fine,
box or something.
Mm.
Why would you empty oil into the sewer? Oh,
Well, oil lamps,
Oh,
maybe?
Oh, hey.
mysterious gentleman.
Mysterious gentleman!
Hi.
ah,
Uh-oh.
Dick.
It's Jack the Ripper.
It's Sherlock.
I see the fog. Run.
I'm
Sherlock
actually
Holmes is Jack the Ripper.
okay.
Okay, so this is one of the ways we came.
Uh-huh.
You have to like chase him down in some sort of Benny Hill-esque sequence here.
Into
And
the
Cat
Silent
Charlie's
Hill
like,
fog.
what do you want? I'm just here to sell me hot dogs.
Oh, lovely.
Oh no, Silent Hill!
The sound of silence. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Weird
I
how
got
that's
a
the
letter.
one time your accent disappears.
What I'm singing?
Yeah.
Letter said, come meet me in Silent Hill, in the lake house.
No.
And back the way we came.
Wonderful.
Why didn't you follow the creepy mustachioed man into his house of death?
So we need a compass or something.
I think we need to
to
figure out how to light the lamp, and then we'll be able to go through the fog.
You don't. But go for the door.
Actually, in fog, you're not supposed to use bright lights.
Oh,
Oh,
thanks,
man.
science
But this
lady.
is a
What?
horror
That's
game.
what you do when you're driving. It would make it worse.
Oh, I
Very
see,
dark.
I'm
I don't
sorry.
dare go on. Okay, we need a lamp for a lot of things, apparently.
Yep.
Okay, so.
Well, I think you need a map for the fog and a lamp
Oh,
for the.
yeah.
All right, so we already tried the stairs. Let's try the other. Stair. Okay, let's see what we got here. 10
There's a lamp.
Take a giant
Shake,
lamp.
yeah.
The boarded up
shove
window
it right
of a
down the
rundown house.
trousers.
Dust smears the glass, preventing me from seeing the interior. Street lamp tries to put some light into the gloom.
Fails miserably.
Door.
Oh,
hey, an open door.
that's a
I
weird
love
door.
random.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
why would it be a slaughterhouse?
Oh no.
This seems
Or-
pleasant.
Ever-
Butcher shop.
Cuts of
every
rancid
third
meat lie
building in
discarded on the butcher's
London.
block.
Ew.
London cuisine.
The health
Mm-mm.
codes. Jeez.
Ah, Hardee's.
What was it? What was that thing from The Simpsons? An elevator is called a lift, and botulism is called steak and kidney pie.
A metal plate is planted on the wall. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was a bolt hole.
Thank you.
I would say it's a butthole, so we'll just have to agree to disagree.
Oh boy, we get to.
Oh no!
Gear puzzle!
What? Really?
Well.
God, these butchers must hate working here.
Oi!
Alright, yeah. Well.
Oh.
Okay,
I'll
press one of
get
the ones
you.
that's already down.
Okay.
All right, now they're
so
all
that
up.
one puts that one in that one. Okay.
That
one.
one.
Nope.
Nope.
No, the far right, far right. Okay, now
Oh.
far left. Okay.
Well.
The famously obscure butcher's lock of.
Oh, Jess, wanna come here, kill some pigs, and I gotta play with bloody levers all day.
I can't remember if it's up, up, down, down.
Lift right up, fat. God damn. What's a butcher gotta do to make a living?
Okay, what one puts that one down? Okay, this one puts that one down. That one puts that one
That
up.
one puts that one up.
Oh.
Now we're down again.
No.
No, we're not.
Oh.
Well, if we want to put them all up, we've done it like several times, but
Yeah, well, we're very good at
Yeah,
that.
we're very good at resetting it.
And what one puts this one down? Okay, only put it down on its own.
Far right, I think.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Try that again.
And
try the far right again.
Do the left
okay.
one. Sorry, mid that one, yeah.
Oh god.
No. Yeah, now do the far right one again.
Oh.
Now do that
Now
left
do that
one.
No!
Yeah, you can't. You have to have at least two of them up because to put one to get one down, you have to take the other one down. So.
Manes of a horse
Remains
hanging by
of
a
a-
hook affixed to the walls. Blood drains seeping into the floorboards.
There's probably
How
a
much-
clue in here, by the way, that tells us what order
No,
to do this in.
it's just logical deduction. You have to remember which ones do which.
Yeah.
No.
So that one does.
So
that.
1 does 1 and 3.
That one does the far left, yeah.
4 does 1. 4 does just 4. Okay.
Hey!
Yay!
That was total
Blind
guessing, by the way. I'm awesome.
Good. I'm glad.
Eyes and brains,
Hey, look,
lots
the
of eyes and brains.
lamp oil shop.
Rusted out drums, empty.
Oh, man.
Booze!
Huzzah!
I was right! Bottle of gin, it's empty, but it may be of some
Well,
use.
these damn. We
finally
can
found the
finally
booze.
get shit faced. All right.
We kept trying to find the booze in the mansion, could not find a single bottle.
Yeah,
She is old
Anthony
as
was
repair.
kind of a dick. He
It appears to be some sort of filtering machine. Despite its condition, it seems to have been used just recently. So we could
Oh.
probably. So here's what I'm thinking now. We can use this bottle of gin to collect the water and then filter out the oil from it for the lamp.
That makes sense.
So this is like butchery moonshine.
Sure.
Let's see.
Haven't you ever had bacon flavored vodka?
Could you just put the
Bacon
gin in it
vodka.
and filter out the gin?
Oh, there's no
We
gin
have
in it.
to-
It's an empty bottle.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, I know I can't sleep at night without my pork schnapps, but still.
Swear to God, we better not have to do this over again.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say, please say no.
Shut the door behind you. Ah, crap. All right.
I like how no one in London is objecting to you just wandering in and out of people's places of work.
Do.
Don't mind me.
Most of these
Oh,
places
let's
seem
go.
abandoned.
It's their fault for not locking it.
You've got some colour back in your face though. That sewage water's really done you a world of good.
Mm-mm.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay.
Boiling water in a
Hey.
gin bottle.
Gross.
Now, can you put the gin bottle on the lantern?
The water contains oil that can be used in the lamp, but I need to find a way to filter it first. So I think I'm right.
Oh, they'll
Aha.
never be able to do that.
So you're going to filter oil into a workable kerosene by putting it through a still? An alcohol still?
Pretty much, yeah.
Video
Alright.
game
There we
logic.
go.
It's an adventure game. Frankly, it's surprising we don't need to use, like, you know, a horse for this process.
I'm with Cameron Pierce from the chat room. Just steal the lamppost. We'll wield it like a giant lance made of light.
You're not Shax. If anyone gets that, I don't actually play League, but my friend cosplayed it once.
I pour the
Horror.
cosmo into the essence here.
Alright.
The oil floats on the surface. When I open the valve, I would drain the water until all the water has been removed.
I see. It's
That's it.
undiluting it.
Huzzah!
Filling.
I hope it'll be enough to last the night.
Well,
This is technically a horror game. That means that it's only going to last like 5 minutes.
It'll wreck your stamina when you're using it.
so can we use the
Yeah.
lamp, or do we need a thing to light it?
Good question.
I can admit. Well, the woman's got like a fire next to her. Perhaps we could just borrow that.
Dump it in?
Yeah, just dip the lamp in the fire. That sounds safe.
Don't mind me.
You and the fortune teller woman both catch on fire. Like, it's all right. I saw a priest do this recently.
Okay, so now that we... Oh,
Oh, you can see it.
Oh,
Oh, it's not
that's
blood.
okay. No wonder no one wanted this ticket. It's a
Oh.
ticket of death.
To a play called The Four Witnesses.
oh, and there's
Yeah.
a hole conveniently in one of them who's already dead.
I get it!
Oh,
Eh.
Timberly Jim.
What do you know?
Holy shit.
Hey, it worked.
It actually
Oh.
worked. Now we can go in that creepy dark room.
Thank
That'll be
goodness.
£5.
Yeah. Back in the Victorian era, that's like the cost of a house.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That'll be 5 farthings. Yes.
Pence. Shillings.
Someone's asking who's a better swordsman,
Have a
Dom
halfpenny.
or Suede.
I mean, I haven't fenced in like over 15 years, so I doubt me.
No. Well, I've never fenced, so I doubt me either.
Old worn
No,
out
so
coat,
guess-
coat hangers.
It'll just be
One
us
of the pockets
trying to
is a
stay
pair of
away from each
gloves.
other while tapping our swords together.
The correct
Yeah.
answer is Kaluna.
Yeah. She
wonder
actually
if
is actually a vicious swordsman. It's like.
All right, guys. If we get a coat, we can hang it here.
I'm sure there's been a video about it, but I wonder if there's been a video of like a European fencer taking on a kendo fencer, seeing who wins.
Oh,
You know.
probably. But I don't know which style they'd go
Well,
in.
I mean, the European fence would have a disadvantage because his sword is bendy.
Right? Yeah,
The
that's
bottle
true.
of Saint Emilion Grand Cru is covered with dust.
Okay.
I must pee now. Excuse me.
Thank you, Don. For
I
that.
thought everyone needed to know.
Yep.
Thank you,
I
Dom.
thought you were
Now
doing
I have the cool
character.
chair.
Judging by the resin oozing on the surface of this tree trunk, it appears to have been recently chopped down.
Oh.
The resin is thick and sticky liquid. I can't just pick it up with my hands.
It's blood.
Can't use the gloves on it. Use a ticket. I'm
Uh,
gonna burn it. No.
Yeah, okay.
Can you use the gloves on yourself or no?
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Nope, guess not.
The door is locked. I can't even move it.
Use the ticket!
I tried, actually.
is that
Mold
a
covers
well
the
or a
wood
wood
stacked
pile?
on this shed.
Set it on fire! No. Go up the stairs, I guess.
Yeah.
Doodly doo doo, walking very slowly. Oh no, more paintings!
Distant laugh.
Oh joy!
A bright meadow.
Bright
The picture has
meadow.
faded to a dull color.
Oh boy. Wanna try that door?
Now, first, I want to explore everything in each area. The sitter is a strikingly beautiful young woman. Her features are sharp and aristocratic.
Oh,
There's there's a ladder right there.
Yeah.
just like him to fall for a sitter. Oh, okay.
Portrait of a middle-aged man. He seems troubled. You can't hear the laughter right now, but it's like...
Oh great.
The man in the picture has quite a hypnotic gaze.
Oh, I could stare into his eyes all night.
Alright, so we have a bunch of doors to go in.
Yep,
So-
I'll start
and,
from the-
and
from
the
the
ladder. Well, which one of these has the creepy laughing person in it?
I was farther back down, but I'm going to try the first door.
Can't hurt. Unless there's some crows in it.
Now my
Oh,
eyes
hey.
focus in the gloom. I can see that the person sitting on the bed is an elderly woman. She's just dressed up as a young girl for some reason. She appears not to hear
Oh,
or see
no.
from here. I will need to get closer if I am to explain myself.
Oh boy.
Oh man, this is going to be the others all over again.
So, yeah.
I am your daughter.
Oh no!
My reflection stares back at me through the grime.
I'm not a vampire. Hooray!
There's something amongst the
I was
embers.
worried. I'm back.
I can't put my hand in,
Hello.
I will burn myself.
Huzzah!
So I'll grab my gloves. It's a spherical piece of metal. A doorknob? Oh no, it's a
That's a
phantasm
woman with a
sphere.
Knob.
Why is there a doorknob in the fire?
Where do you
That's
keep
a
your
woman with
doors?
I mean, where
On the
do you keep
door.
your doorknobs?
Is that a woman just?
It's an old woman dressed as a little girl.
No, I don't want to dance.
dance and sing anymore. It's enough for today. I want my lemonade. I want to play.
I'm deeply uncomfortable about this.
Are you
Why
eyeing my
okay,
lemon
I
drink?
go to pee for 2 minutes. I come back and you've broken into a little girl's room. What
Nope.
is wrong with you
That's
people?
an old woman dressed up as a little girl.
Oh, well, that's okay then. Okay,
Oh.
give me that.
It could be a little girl suffering from accelerated aging. Those do exist, but
Yeah.
no.
Who are you? Actually, madam, I'm afraid I've never met you before. I don't know who you are.
Ah, don't you recognize me?
Oh no! I'm a father.
It is the others. I am your daughter. Do I want to say no, I don't? I am sorry, or of course?
I feel we should be honest and not enable the crazy old lady.
She may be a witch from, like, what is it? Fuck. What are the screaming old women in the zombie game?
Which one? You'll have to be more
The
specific.
witch.
Yes, but what game is that?
Oh,
Oh, Left
Left
4
Dead.
Dead.
Left 4 Dead. Thank you. That's
no,
what I
madam,
was
I'm
trying
afraid
to...
I do not. I'm very sorry.
Oh, no, not at all. It's fine. It's been a while since I've last performed, I suppose. But you don't forget it. I'm the great little caddy, singer, dancer, the golden girl of London's music halls.
Dom, you're our expert on England. Do you recall this woman?
yes, I was this woman.
Little
I
catty.
don't think she's real. Just gonna throw it out.
Where's that internet?
I want to get out of this place. We just got here. But I suppose I'll just go through the options. I want to get out of this place. There must be some kind of way out of here.
Hide and seek. Oh, I do love games. I go to the fog when I want to get away. Daddy won't find me there, you see. In the fog, there are no faces.
So,
Well,
yeah, the
that's-
fog apparently is our long-term goal of getting out of this chapter, I think.
Yeah, but we need something to guide us.
I
Weird
don't know
man.
why she's talking about no faces. No one in this game has faces.
I'm looking
Oh.
for a gentleman. He's well-dressed with red hair. Do you know him? He led me to this place. Rather, you just followed him.
No, Father. I've been practicing the latest repertoires you ordered. I've behaved very well today, haven't I?
I think she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Really?
This is the A train to Crazy Town.
Let's play.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Woo,
Now,
whee!
stand next to the fireplace and count to 3.
No, push with it.
I don't want to.
I'm gonna get stabbed, aren't I?
There's literally nothing I would rather do more than not that.
1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr.
No,
Wolf?
what are you? I would rather gouge my eyes out than do this in a room like this.
You are literally turning your back so an old lady in a little girl's dress can slowly creep towards you.
Ah!
2. Oh my God! Oh no, there's a person at the piano.
The music just said literally startling sound.
Christine.
Why do we keep doing this?
Oh.
Oh, I think it's what she's seeing. I see.
Or what we're seeing. Yeah, I don't know.
Pretty
What's
sure
the time,
she's
Mr.
seeing
Wolf?
this. I don't think he's seeing this.
Oh.
Oh no.
This wasn't a fun evening.
It's pretty thrilling, though. But
I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, let's go.
What's the time, Mr.
Time-
Wolf? Time to get
oh,
the
no!
fuck out of here!
The blazes.
My head is pounding. Where did she go?
Did she leave her socks? That's gross. There's a
A
mask.
Yoink.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Oh, that's not symbolic or anything.
No, not at all.
It's a porcelain mask. It broke when it fell. Its features, there's a grotesqueness to them. I don't like to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stuff it in my pocket. A
Oh,
photograph.
Ah.
My God, that shot from before, but mirrored.
It's true.
Little caddy show. There is a girl lit up by
They used it on a
spotlight in
selfie
music hall,
stick, that's why it's mirrored.
singing to live piano.
Hey, what's on the bed?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Gold bullion.
March
Okay.
8th, 1843. I'm exhausted. Father
Oh, I
made
think
me
it's
rehearse.
her.
Yeah. Well, then you go ahead.
I'm exhausted. Father made me rehearse today for 8 hours. By the end, the music wavered with his trembling hands. It's still a long time for the day of the show, but he insisted that everything must be perfect. One more song, he said, over and over. And then I
Why-
murdered him horribly.
One
Why,
more
that's
soul
what
to
the,
the
that's what the
call.
blood said.
I'm like 80% sure that's exactly what happened. Yeah.
Father got really mad at me, and he started to shout when, after many hours of rehearsal, I said that I wanted to get out and play a little bit in the street. More and more, he is obsessed with rehearsing, with concerts, with perfection.
I know these kind of parents.
Yeah. Always end up
Every
staring
day he
with some
made you
kind
read
of ironic
comic books
phrase.
until you knew them off by heart.
Am I not the one who earns the money to feed us? Am I not the one people come from all over to see and admire? Is my name not the one printed on all the posters? My name! The dolls for sale at the theater entrance. They have my likeness, my dress, and my beautiful hair. I gave it to them to make the dolls. It was really creepy. I
the
should
thing.
be the one who makes the decisions.
Father, I say we're having Smarties for breakfast.
I want to play tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, I mean, like clearly helicopter parents. You know, people who put in like kids' child shows or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Father, I want top billing now. Let's go.
One more song. Yes, one more. A last song for
Last
you,
song
Papa.
for you, Papa.
It's played on an instrument called a knife.
He ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times.
An old wardrobe.
He assaulted
Let's open
me.
that
He
up. I'm
hit-
sure
hit me
nothing-
in the knife with his face.
Wardrobe is locked.
I'm actually kind of relieved.
Okay. Well,
I'm
That
guessing
was
there's a
fine.
body in there.
can you put the doorknob on the wardrobe? Or
It's
was it-
locked, but I'll see if I can do that.
Because it looks like there's a little black hole.
I don't see why I would use this here.
Oh, okay. It's just the pixelation. Then I thought there was a space to put it on there.
I think it's a keyhole.
Got it. Okay.
Tense music.
Doop-dilly-doop,
I will
doop-dilly-doop.
try the attic ladder.
Whoop.
Oh,
Oh God!
It's a
Will
stripper.
he have to play one more song?
Looks like the lyrics to a song entitled "The Last Song for You." The verses are scrawled so poorly as to make them illegible.
I really, really hope we can't play the piano.
This piano is so dusty, I dare say it hasn't been played in years. I wonder if it still works.
Ding 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 ding.
Something is preventing one of the keys from depressing.
Oh no! Don't look. Oh, it's gonna be a body and thigh.
There was a key hidden
It's a
under the key.
key. No, much better.
It unlocks
under
this
the key.
cage I can now get into. Hooray!
Huzzah! Well, I think it's probably for the wardrobe, but
This cage must have housed a huge bird. Only a feather remains.
Sure,
Yeah,
kiddo,
that's what
sure.
they kept in the cage.
Oh, you sweet
Oh,
innocent
sure.
child.
I can't.
I
reach
can't.
the feather.
Oh,
This
you
bird like
can.
have weird leathers.
Use the key on the cage, I thought. Oh, never mind.
All right, let's
We
try
don't
the
always get the
wardrobe.
keys right away. If you notice, they sometimes give us keys for like farther along. But
Nope, it's about
oh, okay. It's just a dress. It's just a dress.
Is it though?
It's
Elegant
an elegant scarlet party dress.
Finally, we can look
Yoink.
as pretty as we feel.
Why did we take the dress?
Put it on.
Why
Put
why
it
not?
on.
Why?
Put
Why?
on the dress. Put on the dress.
Well, let me put it on the
Captain
dress.
asking the dress. I presume that we're going to be putting it on either ourselves or her or a mannequin or something.
Or a
I'm
large
betting
bird.
that we're gonna have like
Is that a
that
ladder?
laughter is gonna come from the mannequin.
Yeah.
Doorknob is missing.
Hey!
I wonder.
There we go.
Oh, my head!
You got it out of the fire, remember?
Okay.
Oh, good. Now
We're in
we've
the room
got
with the
a
laughing.
baby shower.
Oh, jeez. There's going to be a naked lady in there that's going to turn to a zombie and...
Wooden planks are blocking the window. You can only see part of the outdoors.
I'm gonna keep that crowbar from 3 chapters ago.
All right. Let's see what's in the shower.
All right, let's do this.
Oh
I can
no!
faintly see the outline of a
this
figure on the
is-
other side.
Dude, it's a best case scenario. It's a naked old lady.
How did she get in if the door that was missing?
Naked old ladies
It's a
have
man's
their-
laughter, I should note.
Oh, great, wonderful.
So,
It's
you know,
probably-
this is going to end happily. We ready for
Yep.
this?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. What do we got?
Sliding.
Sliding. Oh, what
That's
am I
it.
seeing?
I can't.
Phonograph.
But
That's a photograph. Okay,
okay, so
yeah.
there's nothing in the bed.
You know,
There's-
somehow
there's-
that's creepier.
There is someone in there.
Oh, it's a porcelain
Ah.
doll.
Lifelike features. The face has been removed, leaving her featureless, but its wig shines brightly as though of human hair.
Take the wig.
Take the wig, dude. You get the dress and the wig. You can be the new dancer of London.
The record is scratched. It's repeating on loop.
Yes, yes. Cross-dressing in the Cthulhu game.
Jesus, this is gonna be very
I am
bad.
finally going to look so pretty.
Yes.
Gear works.
I think it said it was on loop, so we're probably gonna have to do something to make it.
I just
not...
switched it to man weeping.
Oh, great, wonderful.
Oh, good.
I hate it when the band goes into the experimental phase.
Mm. Their first album was better.
Yeah.
Man choking.
I don't know. Gearworks was all right. I mean, yeah.
So it's switching between
Alright.
laughing and weeping. I'm switching over to weeping to see what happens.
Oh boy, this
sure.
will be fine. Well, we still have another door, so great.
You know what? I reckon that the man with the orange that we've been chasing around will only approach you if he thinks you're a beautiful woman.
Oh, hi. Why?
Look,
is
she's
Sherlock
playing the
Holmes.
world's most average-sized violin
Oh, hey,
for
look,
you.
a mannequin.
The other clef to be pressed. Painting a beautiful young lady with a peaceful expression. She looks like one of Raphael's angels. Ah,
Look.
and she has the blonde hair and the dress. Eh?
Yes.
And a creepy
And a-
mask. Yep.
And a split face. Yeah, of course.
No,
Oh.
no! Did I not pray enough? Have I not written faithfully every last note you screwed into me?
What?
What?
Me?
Phrasing.
Excuse.
Yeah.
By the way, have we had any super chats for a bit? I haven't been paying
No,
attention.
I didn't
no,
see
we
any.
haven't. I've been keeping an eye on him.
Middle C up to A, measure G up to C, tied, F, second violin, bar 2, middle C up to A, double note, E, G, C. No! This is supposed to be our masterpiece. Viola C, up an octave, and then up to G. What?
Oh no.
Who do you think you are? Are you blind, man? Can't you see that I am creating the angel's voice? The work? C to A, an octave higher. A fragile voice flutters around the strophe. No. No. Hands swallow you. Laugh at you. I lost it again.
Keep your hands off my strophe, old
Are
man.
you all right?
Are you all right, sir? My inspiration too is lost, quite lost. In the fog, the notes moan, just her.
Oh, that's just the crazy
I
old lady.
can't do it without her, or, you know, a guy dressed up as her would also work. I don't know where that could come from.
Who was she?
Or a mannequin. You see that mannequin over there?
Oh, beautiful Daphne, the best soloist that a composer could have, the voice of an angel, what made my music possible. She would stand there by the window. The wind caressed her cheeks. It danced in her golden hair. Her dress glowed like an ember in the dusk sun.
It was a red dress.
What happened to her? She was very delicate.
Oh, I stabbed her.
With this very bow!
So nonchalantly.
She was very
Might as
delicate,
well.
like
That's
a
how
flower
everyone
in the
builds their
desert.
problems in this game. Did you know?
Like a petal in the storm. The sickness, it just swept her away. Her voice, my God, her voice, came from heaven. She was the angel of my music. The
No, I have
mausoleum.
Angel of Toilet.
There's a mausoleum outside the house?
Sure.
Is that where Daphne
so.
is buried? Oh no, she's just in the next room over.
Oh no, yes, I keep her.
No, I threw
That
her in the
was Katie.
garbage. Couldn't afford a funeral.
That's right, I have visited her many nights and have even slept beside her on the cold, wet stone floor.
Oh, dear.
That's kind of weird, dude.
Okay. Sure.
You're a weird
Wait a
man.
minute.
I am following a man, though come to think of it, maybe he is following me. He has a red beard and wears a cape. Well, a cape lead. I mean, I've made that same kind of trench coat before. I sometimes find this man, too, among my notes. I feel him close to me at times.
He's a metaphor, you see.
His name is Ralph.
He's like my muse, but he's also kind of a dick.
I need to get out of this place. You ask me for words, but words are betrayers. They're dirty,
jeez.
dirty, dirty words.
Artists.
Music.
I-
Just music.
So basically, music. I can play you a melody to get you out of here. I'm not sure how much use it'll be.
Okay, free bird me up, dude.
So yeah, so we got to put the stuff on the
I
mannequin
This
then.
music remains
Yeah.
beautiful, but it's a prisoner inside all of us. We must set it free. I can't help you now. Not until my work is finished. My work is the important thing. She was my only inspiration.
All right.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
Yep.
I must go.
She's your inspiration.
Let music and singing surround you, my man.
All right.
Sure.
Dress her up.
Put it on yourself.
No.
I want this so badly. Damn it.
Yeah. See, we're not as pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Daphne had
definitely
a dress just like.
Same.
Same red.
Okay.
Really is not. I mean, I'm putting them side by side here. They really
Yeah.
are not the same color.
The man is clearly bonkers. I don't think color notification is the.
Paper, bound to roll to be discarded musical score. Yoink.
Some people think I'm.
Aha!
The wallpaper
I
is
love
torn.
taking things.
All right.
Oh, I put on the mannequin then.
I'm just checking everything first, just to make sure.
Yep.
I'll say it's easier to pixel hunt in this game when the pixels are gigantic. But...
Oh
Natural
shit!
fault. I'll have to repair it first.
God damn it. All right. Close enough.
I like how the.
Okay,
like
so
how the
I
Ivan
need
is
to
just
fix
stopping and
this
staring
mask
at me
before
like,
I
"What the fuck
can.
is this idiot doing?"
We need some tape or something to fix this mess.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's a
you
super
maybe
blue
use the
saw.
score on. Use the score on the piano. Maybe you can play it. You've forgotten that you can play the piano.
Here, let me try to score with him.
Yeah.
We'll try that.
The old school is dull, devoid of grace. Get them away from me.
Fine.
I'm very critical of my old work too. Don't worry.
All right, so we can try the piano, see if that works.
I'll turn this off for now.
Oops.
Wait, have you been listening to a man cry this whole time?
It was the record is playing is screwed up either way, but one part of it is weeping, one part of it is laughing.
Alright.
You have a super chat.
Sweet Mother of Mercy, what is everyone in this game on LSD or something? Look, it's what happens in horror games and horror movies. People have traumatic experiences and they are completely and totally broken. No one ever goes through traumatic experiences without that ever happening.
I'm at
That's
Cthulhu,
it's
but
just
I
hard
feel
science.
fine.
Nope.
Balls. What's next to the piano?
Can't reach
Pick the feather. You may need to tickle someone.
Scroll so
Illegible.
Try to put
Illegible.
it, yeah. Okay. Can you use that to get the feather out?
Use the mask on there? No.
Oh.
Lamp. Set
I'm
it on
afraid I'm
fire.
going.
No.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to bow out at this point. I really hate that I have to, that I can only come in short periods of time, but I'll see if I can come in more often from now on.
It's all
I
good,
want to see what
Fred.
happens.
You have a good rest of the day. Thank you for joining for this.
Peace and
Thank you
love.
very much.
Good
Night.
seeing you.
Peace out.
Hi.
All right, let's go back to the creepy room.
Oh.
Yay.
Yay, our favorite. Is there anything else in the wardrobe? Was there?
Oh, there's something on the bed.
We already checked it. That was her journal, basically saying I'm gonna stab him.
Oh. Hey, look, she has a candle. You could double light.
Can't click on anything.
You put the mask in the fire, weld it together.
So go back downstairs, see if there's anything else down there.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot we're in the rest of the house. Super glue.
Cover with dust. Nope. Mask.
All right, what else we got?
Let's see. Oh. Paper's too thin, it would shatter apart. Okay, with the mask. Nope.
What are you trying to do?
There's a thick and sticky liquid.
Oh,
Ah, the resin. Okay.
Yeah.
you can't put it on, and you can't put it on the mask.
Yeah, mask is not working. I need to pick up the resin first.
Need some sort of
like the wood
a
or
fork or something.
yeah,
Yeah, I've been
something.
trying. Let's see. Mold covers it. Nope. Nope. Anything else around here? Here I can't distinguish what it is. Okay.
Huh. All right.
Check the table there.
Yeah, there's a bottle of something. And we'll try outside again. Maybe there's something else out here.
Maybe.
We can't. We've tried the fog without success.
Yeah. Nope.
Wind gusts.
Do, 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 do. I'm assuming it'll bring us right back. Yeah.
As I figured, but you know,
Okay, so
always
we
good to
need-
try.
So we need to fix the mask. I assume we got to get the feather out of that cage somehow.
I think so
Oh,
too.
Well, no, the feather couldn't do. Yeah.
If it's there, I have a feeling it'll do something. Yeah.
Scraps and rotten papers. Try in the sewer again. Probably nothing, but you never know. The rats.
And we can't go any further in the sewer.
I don't think so. I can try again though.
Do, do.
Oh, hey, we can.
Oh no.
Do not.
Oh god.
Oh, that's not good. This
Do
any
not
scenarios.
read further. Fall asleep.
Fall asleep.
You know, I don't think that's the danger here. This
What
isn't
if she's
happy
a
nap time.
What if she's a Jigglypuff?
No, guys. It's just a reference to Seagulls. Stop me now.
Oh.
Don't fall asleep. And suddenly they come across a tree that somehow does rock attacks.
Shut up.
Behind that underneath that log was a stick, and I was like, that log had a child.
I
What?
said, seagulls, stop it now.
Oh, I see. There's a white thing on the. Oh,
There's no partly obscured by mud.
gross.
Mustn't fall asleep. I hear them crawling. I hear them gnawing. Rats. Too many of them. They know I'm here. I mustn't fall asleep. They stalk me, coming closer and closer. I can see their blood-red eyes glimmering in the darkness. I mustn't fall asleep. Thank you, Renfield. Ooh, ah, ah.
Why are you singing Steven Universe?
Oh, when they first met Sapphire, she was singing a lullaby in the ship, and it was echoing.
Ah.
The joke's not funny if I
Sorry,
have to
we
explain
can't
it.
hear the lullaby.
Oh, that's right. You can't hear it. The dead roots of a once great tree fill the cavernous sewer. A strange green moss covers its surface, and there is a great crack along its length.
I think we need to go and get that feather.
I think so too.
Fire,
Can I go any
maybe?
further here? Nope.
Can you try touching the moss to see if you can take some?
I tried. Nothing's coming up. It's just when it's the magnifying glass, it means it can't be picked up. It's just it's an explore. It's just a what it is it kind of thing.
Okay.
Can't pick up that. Can't go in there. I mean, it's given us more area to explore, but still nothing to what we should actually need to do.
Huh. There's a hole there.
Fall asleep. Yeah, I can't go in there. Do not fall asleep.
Doodly doo.
As I said, I really don't feel like this is happy nap time place, so falling asleep is not the biggest issue.
Okay, so see if we can try and grab the feather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just try everything in your inventory on the feather.
Yeah, maybe the sheet music.
I tried earlier. I didn't find anything. Nothing was working.
Even the sheet music?
Yep.
Damn. Okay, I guess. Oh yeah.
Maybe
right.
it's a time set. Maybe it's the kind of thing you have to try after already having talked to the guy.
That's also possible.
Oh, maybe. All right.
Okay, we'll try again.
Yeah. Doodly doo. Oh boy. Tense music. Oh gosh, it's so unsettling because we don't hear anything. Oh hey!
Blow the paper. If I blow through the paper roll, maybe I could manage to make the feather fly. Okay.
Okay, well that's a bullshit moon logic puzzle right there.
I got it. It's a big black feather with some gray spots in the base. Okay.
Okay, so now use that to get the sticky stuff to put the.
Why would a feather get you sticky stuff?
Because if you cover the feather in sticky stuff, then it can serve as the
use it
glue
like a
between them.
paintbrush.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use it as the glue between the masks.
Adventure games.
So we did all this because we didn't want to get sticky stuff on our sweet, sweet hands.
Well, yeah. I mean, geez, Dom, you want to get sticky stuff on your hands?
No, I don't want to, but I'm willing to. That gets me out of the Cthulhu game.
All right, and now we put that on the mask.
Okay.
Gonna go from the paintings. Okay,
Yay!
we got our mask.
Oh god, it's so much creepier now.
I like it better when it was broken. It couldn't hurt me then.
As far as we know.
A jagged edge, maybe.
I do wonder if you should. I wonder if there's some way I could share the sound with you.
I think it would cause an echo problem, honestly.
Probably, yeah.
Well, let's go inspire this crazy person.
Yeah, there's only good can result from this.
Yeah.
Daphne, you're back. Are you a figment of my melancholic mind? Are you the ghost of my dying music? Or are you a mannequin that's just been dressed up like you? No, it
He's
doesn't
going to be
matter.
really disappointed when he takes her to bed later.
Because you are with me again, and I know exactly how to compose my masterpiece. Please, take my violin. Now that I have completed my work, I no longer have a use for it. It needs to be with her. Go to the mausoleum and place the violin where her heart lies. The angel of my music will guide you. Here, take the key to the mausoleum, my friend.
Okay.
Bye. I must go. That music and singing surround you, my man. Look for the Cymurg.
That's pronounced Smaug, I think. Look out for the giant dragon. I mean, if all this was just to get a key from him, we should have just bonked him on the back of the head and grabbed it.
I was gonna say.
And well, now we also have a violin. Great.
Yeah, we could have just bonked him and gotten it.
Are we really gonna go put it on the dead lady's heart?
I mean, he may have been speaking in metaphor, but he might also be quite literal.
Okay, I'm trying to remember which other areas were locked.
I thought it said that's the key to the mausoleum specifically.
Yeah. I think the mausoleum is out here. Let's find out.
Yeah. There we go. Yep. There we go.
Oh, thank goodness. Now we can get into the mausoleum.
If only we could have climbed up into that roof and jumped through the hole.
I don't want to be in any... Wait, is that busted open?
Here lies an angel. Great pity must be felt for those who do not hear. Pity for those not blessed by her naive grace, not shaken by her heavenly voice, trembling their souls into divine ascendance. Here lies Daphne. God rest her soul.
Okay.
Seriously, that grave is open.
Yep. That's the lead dying close to Daphne's heart, but she didn't hear anymore.
She got bored of waiting.
The sarcophagus is broken. Where
She
is
lives
the
beyond the grace of God, a wanderer in the outer darkness. She is
Okay,
vampire, Nosferatu. These creatures do
so
not die like the bee after the first sting, but instead grow strong in order to...
Just wait till he's done.
Sorry, I
So the
freaking love that line
coffin
from
is
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah,
Gotcha. So
I got the reference.
So the coffin's gone, but the sarcophagus is still here. Okay.
I've done this.
Sure.
Well, there's a big trail leading into this broken off section of wall. Let's go and see what's in there.
Could we vote on it?
Nope. This ain't a
well.
democracy. Trail of soil leads from the sarcophagus soul. Was the coffin transported through here? I'll poke it.
Probably. Oh gosh. Okay.
Look through the window here first. I can't see these dirty window panes.
Gosh, there's no one in London cleaning their bloody windows.
Yeah, this one, these people actually lock their
Oh,
doors.
naturally, it's fucking locked.
Knock, knock.
What was that?
Come out. In.
Look into the keyhole.
Oh great, we're gonna lose an eye.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this.
Wings flap. Oh no, it's our favorite friends.
Darkness there and nothing more. I get it.
Play the violin.
What was that?
Ah!
Jesus Christ.
Oh yes, go in the room with the obvious Satan monster.
Well, all right. Where else can we go?
Oh good, we're in here now.
Oh yay!
I'm just throwing out there, this guy does not have good survival instincts.
Nope.
He's still alive, which is impressive. Yeah.
With the help of
I'm just
River.
throwing it out there, I think he's still buried and this is all a fever dream.
I mean, that's certainly possible. With the help of River, the naiad Daphne hid from sun in the shadowy mist. She changed her skin for strong bark, so her heart was forever concealed. Her dance frozen in the rustle of 1,000 leaves.
A reference to Greek mythology, the sun being Apollo, because he kept chasing after Daphne, and she was turned into a tree, so that way he wouldn't
Have his way with that.
have his way with
Little
it.
did she know, he was very turned on by trees.
I mean, this is why I have you guys here. You actually know that. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's saying sun, but in this particular case, it's referring to Apollo because Apollo was
God of the sun.
represented by the sun. Mm-hmm.
Gods with books with unpronounceable names in dead languages. Ah, Klingon.
Harry Potter. No, never heard of it.
Dusty books, anatomy, history, science, Cthulhu summoning.
Nah. How to survive.
An idiot's guide to summoning Cthulhu.
Myths and legends this time. Norse tales, Greek, ancient Sumerian. While others I don't recognize, some of these scripts I've never seen.
Okay.
Let's see what else.
Anything on the floor?
Not that I could see.
Oh, great, more books. Oh, yay! Who are you?
Is this our dad?
Abraham Lincoln.
I don't know.
Because I remember we were in like a study or a library at the very beginning when Dad shoot us off.
Oh, yeah. Are we in our house? Hey, Dad. Sup?
I beg your pardon, sir. Sorry, Dom, why don't you do this one?
Oh, I beg your pardon, sir, if I have startled you.
What are you doing here in the dark?
Masturbating. Why I'm reading these marvelous books.
In the
This one's
dark?
about a penguin.
But how can you see the words without any light? It's a
That
picture
is
book.
the only way to. That's the only way to see them, really. That is, you want to see the words on the other side of the page. The words from the shadows. Shadows always hide from the light, you know, so they can only be read in darkness.
That's not how books work.
Nope. Nope.
Now, if you excuse me, Peppa Pig went down to the. This is such a good book.
He has a Kindle.
Yeah.
Are you the owner of this bookshop?
Say bookshop in quotation marks. Oh, goodness, no. The bookshop doesn't belong to anyone. Not since I found it here. I'm just a guest, an explorer of the ancient tomes.
So, this is a library.
Yep.
Man of weird appearance. Have you seen a man pass this way? He is red-haired, tall, and wears a cape.
Oh, yes, I know of whom you speak. I see him down here from time to time, pursuing...
Perusing.
Perusing, my bad. Perusing the books. He would pick off one of the shelf, glance at it, and then put it back. And he and I never spoke, though. I'm going to throw it out that this guy's a bit weird.
Why do you
Why
ask?
do you ask?
I guess that he is calling me, guiding me somehow. I see him sometimes, but he slips away whenever I try to meet him. I feel as if he's guiding me towards something.
That may be so. We each have our own white rabbit to lead us through the lost places.
Oh no, don't remind us of rabbits.
Oh shit, maybe that was what that was a metaphor for.
Can you tell me which books this man perused?
Let me think. Ah, yes, I recall him looking at Unexplored Places of the Empire, an excellent tome, very revealing and very rare, so I'm reading around my microphone.
It's all good.
This bookshop is very fortunate to have its copy in a collection.
And he was also very fascinated by UK habitats of the Canadian goose.
Yeah. Confessions of a Taxi Driver, that was a good one too. I'm not sure where he is now, but I'm sure it can't be far. Oh, it is now, sorry, I thought it.
Excuse the interruption. Pardon the interruption, sir. I will leave you to your reading.
Not at all, I'm sure.
Why, it's so much easier to read now with light.
Wow, it turns out the words actually on the page are better than the ones hidden in the darkness. Man, I was totally off base with that.
No wonder darkness reading didn't catch on what I expected.
You cannot hear. There's a lullaby. It's more like a. No, it is. It's Hush Little Baby. I don't say a word.
Mama's gonna buy you a monkey. That gets progressively creepier as that goes. You know that, right?
Yep. It's a song about a kid who is never satisfied.
Yep.
And that's why it's. We're going to go into comics territory here. Are you familiar with the character Hush?
Yeah.
Yeah, for those who don't know, it's a Batman villain, part of a 12-issue storyline called Hush that was really good, and thus the song is actually very appropriate for the character name with that description of about a kid who never gets who's never satisfied. So I like that.
He shows up in some of the Arkham games.
Yeah, unfortunately, Hush is much better. Is pretty much only good in his first story. Every other story with Hush is kind of crap. Book lies on the floor. Its spine reads, Unexplored Places of the Empire. A page has been marked.
Ooh!
Yoink! The Place of the Eternal Fog, a.k.a. Silent Hill. Also known as Zyla or Shyla, it is a unique bay in the east of Balashwa, near the jungles of Bengala. It is surrounded by tall, snow-capped mountains, usually covered in mist. The waters of the bay are very dangerous and rarely visited. I have a feeling we're going to be going to this place in the last chapter.
Probably, yeah.
Yay! I hope that's where the nun swam to.
That would be funny if we ran into her again. I totally forgot about her.
You restored her faith, so she went for a very, very long swim.
Oh,
hey,
dear.
I thought this was like a carriage. It's actually a
Oh,
staircase.
it's a staircase. But it's covered in roots.
The remains of
big-ass
a coffin
fucking
looks like it
tree
was
is
birthed
here.
from the inside.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
no.
Now there's vampires
Oh, God!
Oh, I get it.
here. What?
The tree is Daphne.
Why?
Because, well, one, Daphne is the name of the naiad in the mythology, and they said that she was in the coffin.
Right. The dead tree.
Yeah,
Actually,
but
it was
the
a nice
violin.
clue. Unfortunately, I'm trying to leave the violin here. It's not working.
Well, this is another Phoenix Wright situation, and I think I know what you're going for, but then you have to find the way to it.
Maybe in the roots underneath the ground.
Yeah, where the heart is.
Which page has been open, torn, but the remaining fragment is the title. The search for Simurg. He mentioned that before.
Try going down the stairs then?
Yeah, I think we're gonna find her body there.
Well, no,
Assuming she's not the tree. Yeah.
Well, I think her body's been built around the roots.
Ah, okay.
The tree is also dead.
Longer vine has grown through it. Let me try the violin on here. Nope.
All right, keep
I think
going.
he has to have a goodness me, she's a tree moment before you can actually do that. Otherwise,
Where the hell are we?
Deeper in the crypt, the lullaby is going in now. It's very echoey.
Oh, we're okay. No, we're in the sewers. No, if you go to the
don't fall asleep.
if you go to the right, there was a tree root.
Ah.
Because that's where it brought us out of this door.
I did not realize that was there. Maybe we had to open it from the inside first. Pile of ragged clothes, mud and full of holes.
Uh-oh.
I wonder if that's where her clothes went.
We're gonna find a naked dead body, that's gross.
Fill the cracks through. A strange green moss covers the surface, and there's a great crack along its length. Okay.
Now, so yeah, now try here.
Put the violin in the crack. Yeah.
There we go.
Wood hit.
Tonk.
Sealed up.
That's
The violence
normal.
veered among the roots as if swallowed up. The trunk seems to be expanding.
Oh boy. The noise came from above.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Oh no.
Nothing bad ever came from above. Death or anything like that.
Where's that entranceway back upstairs? Nothing weird here. Surprisingly lush vegetation comes to this place. I don't recognize the species this plant this belongs to.
It's a vampiric Badius arceus.
It's just weed.
Oh.
It's
Oh.
so pretty.
The tree has grown.
Okay.
Some
Man,
of the
how
branches have
confused
crashed through the
have you
window and
been
into
through
the
that
streets.
Oh, I guess it's gonna open up something or make it easier for us to navigate now.
Okay, I get the. You can't hear it, but there's, along with violin music, there's also piano. So I'm wondering, who shoved a piano into that thing?
Yeah. At some point, every instrument in the orchestra has been shoved in there. Like that Luke Allen, we are Groot!
Oh no, we asked him.
I know. I was gonna see if he noticed that there was suddenly, big tree or a crash away. What was that?
Yes, the old tree that comes out of nowhere. Very normal for this library.
Yes. What? You don't suddenly have spontaneous tree growth?
Wait, bring the lamp back. I was wrong.
All right. So.
Still empty.
We haven't tried going to the right.
We haven't, but I want to check this out first.
See if it's done anything.
Yep. I'm not seeing anything, but
I don't see anything different over here.
okay, let's try it the other way then.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rooms in this chapter.
Yeah, this one's very long compared to the other ones.
We may have to duck out off the end of this chapter.
Very loud geese outside. Oh, it brought us back here.
It's all one big circle.
Hey, look, we've been wandering around all night. It's almost dawn.
Yeah, that's not terribly surprising. I still haven't found the. Oh, hello.
I think we
That's
found it.
Darklings.
Here we go. What
Oh,
happened?
good. Daphne's up here now.
Branches of vines have burst out of this wall. There's a parchment captured in them. Yoink.
Yeah, Mr. Destin, or whatever your name is.
On the page is a strange poem. First into the wind, they sought.
They sought for the king, but lost for the birds. They wept in suffering, and flew to the sea, compelled by a need. They found their silence. Their quest was complete.
That's terrible. It doesn't even rhyme.
They messed up some.
Ah!
Oh, gosh, hi.
Wait,
Yeah.
come back! You actually came to me for once.
I felt validated.
Oh, the poem can guide us.
Ah.
Pay attention to the clues this
So,
time.
so what was the poem?
First into
First
the wind,
into
they
the. Sought for the king.
lost were the birds. They wept in suffering and flew to the sea, compelled by need. They found silence.
Okay, I'm not sure how this is gonna work.
Well, just have to remember
into the
that because
wind.
Either that or the guy's gonna guide us.
someone in the chat take a screenshot of that because we may need to refer back to it.
Oh, it's letting us through a lot more.
No, I'm not clicking on anything right now. I'm just gonna try to keep walking and see what happens.
Huh.
Say, are we back out again?
Oh, jeez. Okay. What the fuck is that?
Hi there.
He wants to give us a big hug.
No. Run away.
I have nothing but good feelings about that thing.
Uh-huh.
Storming sea.
Crow
Oh, boy.
calls.
The birds are flying out to the sea to complete their quest.
Should I click
Yeah.
on the thing? I think in the past when I've clicked on some of these, it has sent us back out again.
Yeah, try it. Why not? Okay.
Oh shit, we've got to do it in the order of the thing on the poem.
Okay, so... Okay.
Maybe?
Alright, so pull up the poem again, Lewis.
First into the wind, they sought for the king, but lost were the
Okay.
birds.
Okay, so we need to find
Okay,
something that
so-
represents wind first.
So first into the wind, they sought for the king. Okay. The fuck?
Was the big dude the king?
Maybe.
Guessing. He looked like he had a crown or something on him. Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. Back into the.
Yes. So first into the wind.
Did
you hear
maybe
wind?
it's yeah? Did you hear anything that sounded like the wind?
Yeah. There is occasionally wind calling, wind gusts.
And then it says they. Okay, so first.
Try clicking on the background now.
I'll try clicking on it when the wind comes. Okay, wind gusts. Nope.
Nope.
First into the wind they sought for the king, but lost were the birds. They wept in suffering.
Crying?
I'm gonna keep walking because that seemed to work
Yeah.
previously.
Yeah.
So I hear wind gusting.
Which probably means you're going the right way.
I hear a storming sea.
Okay, so I do know there's something flew to the sea. Yeah, I've pulled up. I've copied it so that way I can look at it. But yeah, just keep walking and see if that makes. Bless you.
Okay, so it definitely is dependent, I think, on the sound thing, because otherwise, yeah, we went there first and it went just fine.
First into the wind they sought for the king, but lost were the birds. They wept in suffering, and flew to the sea, compelled by a need. They found their silence. Their quest was complete. So.
No.
So. Okay. So, how did you find the guy the first time?
I went through there just fine at the very end, and I just clicked on that. So
wait. Okay, so
I'm gonna wait for the actual wind sounds because I'm going by the visual cues when they say wind gusts. But
Yeah.
when you hear wind gust, like, click on something in the background.
Yeah.
I guess.
okay,
Do it. Go near.
they sought for the king.
So this must be the king.
If we assume this is the king,
And then it's but lost were the birds. They wept in suffering.
was there a doorway or something like that near him? I know there was a. Okay.
No.
No.
Maybe just keep going, and maybe it's just pointing you in the right direction.
Okay, gotta wait for the wind to blow again, though.
Yeah, why don't you just go to like where that tree was and just stand still until you hear the wind, and then click on it or click into the fog.
That's the water I hear now.
Or maybe is it when you're changing screens? Maybe because you can change. You go into different screens. Wait to change transition when the wind is blowing.
Storming sea. Wind gusts.
Because you're walking right, Lewis.
Yeah, wait till you hear the sound.
Go.
I'm waiting for the wind to gust to see if it doesn't matter or not.
Okay.
Right now, you can't hear the sound. I can hear water right now.
Yeah.
It's coming up in the subtitles.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the thing is, they're not matching.
Oh.
Now I hear the wind. See if I can get there in time for the wind. Yeah, I gotta wait for the actual sounds because otherwise they're not matching.
Yeah. Go.
That's the wind. Come on.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't get there long enough. I wonder if it randomizes the locations of them too. By the way, if anyone wants to look up a wiki or something to make our lives easier,
I can do that.
I am not averse to that because it's already 10 o'clock. I would like to finish this tonight, but I understand if you guys don't want to do that tonight.
All right, chapter 3. You'll need to listen for the correct noise on each screen. The poem tells you what sound you're listening for. First wind, second bird calling, third the sea, waves crashing, silence. When you hear what you think the correct is the correct noise. Hover near divot until you see the cursor change to the exit hand. Click on the exit hand. If you are correct, you'll move to the next fog screen.
Okay, so we had. Oh, there's a hand. Hello.
So when you get it, just hover near. When you hear the noise, just hover the cursor near divot and see if it changes into an exit sign.
Mm-hmm.
Which seemed to work because I just did the tree with the wind.
Okay. So then it's king lost, wept, and
so the
suffering.
next
So
one
birds.
is
Birds, right?
First wind, second birds. When you hear birds calling, then click near him.
That's birds.
Again.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Then next is the sea.
Yeah.
Gotta find something I can click on. Okay. That's cicada and wind. Still birds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're looking for the sea.
Must really suck for the hearing impaired trying to play this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The subtitles don't seem to match up with what's actually happening.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's completely randomized. There's no pattern to it. So you just have to keep good reflexes going.
Okay, I hear the sea now.
Okay. All right, and so the last thing is silence.
Okay, there is a silence thing, so I just gotta wait until there's nothing actually
Just find
playing.
where the door is as well.
Correct.
Oh, good. It's our friend. Oh, that looks kind of like a door.
It's wind.
All right. Okay, now what?
They found silence.
And they found their quest is complete, so that means we should be done.
Let's find out.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, it's a good thing we brought that up, because otherwise we would, yeah.
Yeah. We were sort of on the right track.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh crap!
Okay, we'll just follow him, I guess.
and we disappear out it.
I was gonna say, please don't fucking bring us back to that same. Oh, thank God! Yay.
Speak to us, David Tennant. Or whatever.
Your ticket, please.
We don't have anything like that.
There you go.
Thank you. Please come in.
I have more questions.
This can only result in good.
Oh yes, totally.
Thrilling music.
That's very thrilling. Honey.
Oh
Good
my
job.
God, it's the four witnesses and see how one of them's missing a head.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
symbolism.
Where's Matthew when we need him? Oh great.
Oh,
I hate
good.
These cheap ass movie theaters that make you bring your own light.
Yeah,
Oh,
nothing bad can happen when I can only see through the windows.
dear.
It goes through one window. He's completely naked.
I have a good feeling about this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet this will be perfectly
Oh
fine.
man, they're playing Hamilton. That's gonna be great. Oh no, it's Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Run!
No, it's American Cousin. Run. That's the play that was on when Abraham Lincoln was killed.
Hello, Jeremiah.
Hello, Jeremiah. I knew you would find us eventually. Welcome to our humble performance.
We call it Cats.
Ah,
You were there. You were part of the group.
Oh, is this a man?
You-
Oh, it is.
Oh,
He's in
you
a
don't remember my name, do you? I'm Alexandre.
I was the one who was really nice to you.
What is all this about? What do you want from me?
Why am I wearing a good dress? Lots of questions. From you? No, dear Jeremiah. It's not who. It's not.
It is you.
who
It is
came
you
here.
who came here, searching for answers. You called me, Bestie. You know you'd be some bitch. It is the same as when you joined our group. We each came with our own reasons. Do you remember yours?
True science, true philosophy, true religion.
It was like a week
Science!
ago. I don't remember what our thing was.
let's ask the chat.
Is there actually a right answer, or is this like a choose your adventure sort of thing?
I want to say there was an answer, like we had our own reason. I want to say.
I vaguely remember they were philosophers, weren't they?
Yeah.
I think so. I think it was philosophy.
I think it was philosophy as well. I'm gonna give
Let's
it a
try it. Why not? True philosophy.
Indeed.
Indeed. It was our thirst for knowledge that drew us together. I've changed voices for him. No one will wait for us out there, dear Jeremiah. There is no one who will care for us when you are home.
When our hour comes.
When our hour comes, we said home comes. I'm having trouble with this. We have been alone until now.
How did I end up in London being buried in the boarding school? You didn't! All of this was a dream! Sucker!
The bird protects us. It is by his design that we should meet again, but we are not the only ones who take shelter beneath his wings.
One could say that this entire situation is a birdemic.
Our only weakness is coat hangers. His influence and power is ever expanding, ever reaching. Do not feel him beckoning.
He wants his seed bell.
Mm.
I only want to wake from this nightmare.
Tap your shoes together then, dumbass. This is no nightmare. It's a show, a performance. The truth we seek lies beyond the curtain.
Good showbiz.
Now we have crossed the point of no return. The lights are on, the stage is set, and soon you shall meet the actors. Welcome! But seriously, why am I
mon
dress?
capitaine.
I'm guessing he's in like a robe or something.
And I'm Javert. Shit, it's Les Mis.
Time to see
Don't
if you
forget
can
my name.
dance.
Oh.
I didn't-
Oh God!
There's a lot more than 4 here.
When the bunnies are back!
No, they're not bunnies anymore, though. Oh.
So, this belongs to you.
You know, I'm good. You can keep it.
But first, terror of death. No, you fools, we're in Heather's Run before we get trapped in a teenage murder plot. Run away.
Oh, PC the Unicorn also.
Thoughts on the Batman Brave and the Bold
What?
cartoon?
Really? Now?
This is an appropriate question.
I've not seen it.
I have only seen bits and pieces of it, and I enjoyed what I did. It was fun, Silver Agey, action kind of thing.
Anyway,
let's put on the creepy mask.
No,
voting against it.
no, don't do it.
What's that? Put on the creepy mask? Oh, if you
No,
insist.
no,
No,
Do it.
don't do it. Punch him.
So,
Walk
guys,
away.
what have you been up
Just
to?
walk away.
Run away.
You can see there's actually guys in the background who are also wearing the creepy masks.
Yeah, I can see it. It's
And I'm actually starting to feel a bit left out. Put the mask on.
Jackass. Dun dun dun! The last door.
It was a play within a play this whole time.
Oh, it's like Mario 2. Like a dream.
Okay.
Oh, it's the Germans. Dear Herr Dr. Wakefield, if you are reading this and you have followed my instructions to arrive at the agreed upon address, good. I apologize that I could not accompany you immediately. My own investigations have demanded a certain unanticipated degree of attention. I don't know what I'm doing with the accent anymore. I have determined that your patient, David, is in serious trouble. I will contact you with more information post-haste. In the meantime, you might want to consider what doctor-patient confidentiality means. Then discretion is the utmost important. Your friend, Jonathan Kaufman.
Johann Kaufman. I should note that the
What's that?
doctor-patient confidentiality does get swept away if they think the patient is in danger of some kind.
That is fair, yes.
Okay.
Or endangering somebody else.
Yeah. The truth behind a curtain. Achievement unlocked.
Uh-oh.
If one of those heads falls off.
The
The
adventure
adventure
continues in
Episode 4.
4.
Shall we finish this off?
I don't think we can tonight.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That is fine. This was a bit of a longer one, but I think it was a lot of fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
thank
just
you.
having Swade here. He would have had such a great reaction to that mask. I would have been like, oh no, it's a mask. That's like perfect New Zealand accent.
Anyway, thank you all for coming out here for another exciting episode of The Last Door. Switching back over to the main webcam. So, yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thank you all once again for joining us for the regular Saturday Night live streams. It will not be happening next week because I will be in California for Power Morphicon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we might see you there.
Yep, so we'll see you there. I suppose we could try to do this live, but I kind of had plans on Saturday night.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Thank you all for joining us. This was a lot of fun, and yeah, we're gonna call this a night here. I have editing to do because I got to finish up the episode for Monday. Any last questions that people have, feel free to super chat it right now while we're still here. Or, we'll answer a few questions in the chat as we come along here. We talked about Godzilla. We talked about, we showed you the latest Godzillathon. I think this was a lot of fun. Don't you?
I think
Sure.
so.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
no, we're not stuck in Heather's. We're in the King in Yellow Haster play. Run, run away. I do not know what those things are. Sorry. But thank you, Terror of Death. Anyway, yeah, we will call it tonight. Thank you all again, and we'll wait one more minute to see if any more super chats come in.
Yeah, sounds good.
Linkara, have you seen
meantime,
My Hero
Linkara,
Academia? I read the first chapter and did a live show on it, and I'll probably premiere that at some point.
Yee.
But thank you, Dom. Thank you, Kaluna.
My pleasure.
No problem.
Hopefully, I will see you again in 2 weeks for the conclusion of The Last Door.
Dun dun dun.
Turns out it was the second to last tour all along.
Turns out it was man.
Nah.
Anyway, thank you, and good night.
Night.
Night.